Feels really good to stun a raid, and then you can follow up with another stun and then just go melee them. Yeah, really cool suit. The main downside with this suit is it has almost no ballistic resist, where other supports can just look at you and make you disappear if they have ballistic damage. So that is the scary thing. Or any other support suit that has ballistic damage can really hurt you, because you only have 13, but you do have 23 and 24 beam and melee resist. 17,000 health, which is decent at this cost. And thruster is 65, which is going to be the main thing of keeping you in a good spot. 190 top speed, 125 movement, and 86 turn speed. 14, 10, and 16 is the part slots as well. Skill wise, typical support things, but you do have melee combo controller and force injector. So sadly, nothing like maneuver armor or double tackle or anything. I think maneuver armor would be very thematic with this suit. Honestly, I think they could put that on this and it would be fine.
Yeah,
what do you
It'd
guys
be
think?
interesting. It's just a Jarja painted green with a beam, with a sniper rifle. I mean, probably not. It's like different engine or something, but I don't think it would hurt it in game.
Yeah, like, because again, at this cost at 550, there's a lot of things that are going to stun you no matter what, and if you have 0 stun prevention and you don't have any defensive layers, then it just hurts.
So since now, like, I don't know, maybe I'm not playing 550 enough, but it's 550's in the cost range I like to dabble in. I feel like I don't really see it anymore. Like, you saw it a little bit when the banner dropped, and then it just kind of, to me, fell away, which is kind of weird since it has a heavy stagger, but I don't know. I don't really see it that much personally.
Well, I mean, the heavy stagger, you have to charge it first of all. So if I, again, it's kind of a small frame, which is nice. That is the one nice thing about it. But if I just want a heavy stun that I can consistently use and also maybe hit more than one suit, I'm just going to play the Gyaradoga heavy arm.
Right.
If I want something a little more safe that can also get stunned the same way, but also has at least damage control, I'm going to play the Zissa. And if I really want to go silly, I'll just play the Dom Nomides. And then get shot in the ass a lot and be super tanky because of it. Like, that's, I don't know, that's kind of my problem with it, and if I, want some, Palace Athene, you mentioned that one, right? Like, the Palace Athene can just crouch and not worry about getting stunned, and you're also super tanky, and you have way more health. The thing is, you can't really deal with melees as much, but if it's a general coming at you, you have type advantage, so you're not taking much melee damage. Now, that is the main benefit with this thing, is since it has so much melee defense, I can get it close to 50, and generals do nothing. So especially your typical shoot melee general kind of suit, like, might as well not even be attacking you at this point, because that is one of the best parts about it. You have so much melee defense. You can get hit 50 on it, is where I'm actually at, and you're still chunking for damage. So type advantage plus 50 resist. I don't care if a Mark II is hitting me. I'm cool. But looking at everything else that's here, I mean, yeah, you have, and it's also 550. So you have the Rigazee at this cost. So I was gonna say I could use the MLRS, but then I got reminded that the Rigazee exists, and the Rigazee can just one-shot the GBO2 MLRS, because if it touches the shield, it goes to the main body. Anyway,
It's okay, heavy attack.
But I don't know. I just feel like everything needs, especially at a certain point, once certain mechanics kick in and things are going faster and stuff, you need some kind of stun prevention. On whether it's crouching, which I don't think would be thematic with this, but you just need something. Like, if they're not going to give us dodge rolls, they need to give us some kind of layer. And I mean, for instance, the Zissa has 5 trillion build-up stuns, which I think that's, its own weapons can be its own defense layer, right? And where the
Zissa also has damage control.
Yeah, well, it has damage control at least, at the very least, right? So a lot of raids that build up stun that works against. But for the Jarja's case, yes, it does have a heavy stun, but the Gyaradoga heavy arms, the reason why its heavy stun kind of works is it's splash damage, so it's easier to hit, and also you just pull the gun out and shoot rather than charge for 5 seconds and use all your ammo and then have to use something else. That's kind of my problem. But you do have the build-up missiles. I don't know. I think it's solid, but I think it's just at that bar of like just being above the acceptable range. I think as far as a solid support.
Yeah, honestly, it seems like the way they want you to use a suit is to get in there, like maybe knee stagger somebody, and then melee them. Since you have balancer, you can. Which the knee stagger gives you plenty of time already, but
yeah,
it's a little bit easier to bunga with the suit, and then you can literally just play it like any of the other like downswing like rocket disengagers, standard or not standard, but the G-line light, the Jarja itself if you aren't initiating with the missiles, downswing missile barrage while you're backing up to switch, then maybe hit him again, get some damage out that way, but maybe just have like a pocket general or beat a pocket support to a pocket general.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how I've been playing it. I've been finding a general that I can stick by and get in and kind of brawl, and I'll either be the second one into the fight because I can get stunned easy, or kind of if somebody's caught out, then I can just go in and we can go ham on somebody. And it does help that it has priority 2, so there's a lot of generals that you can also bounce off of. I almost forgot to bring that up. So yeah, I am a fan of that. The priority 2 is insanely nice. When you bounce off of a what was it, Dryson, feels good, man.
Or a Night Seeker.
Hashtags.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Night Seeker V in chat at the same time when you said that. Oh my gosh, yes. That is hilarious. That's a big
You'll
feel.
bounce against both of them, unless one of them's heavy attacking.
Then everybody gets knocked down for some reason.
Sounds about right.
But yeah, as you can tell, I like the suit. I just wish it had one extra layer, like maneuver armor would be good, and then I think it would be up there with Palisthene or any other of the good supports. It'd definitely be up there, top tier. But I think it definitely can work though. Like by no means is it, like the Gallus K.
Oof.
That suit's in the game.
Yeah, I mean,
I still haven't seen it.
Stealth.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, when I see it, I'm just like, lol. All it has is anti-stealth and 2 stuns, and I'm just like, oh, okay. But any other thoughts on that one?
I'm pretty like meh overall on the suit personally. Like, it seems fine enough, but I think there are better options out there that players probably already have for the most part. So,
Gustav?
That's alright.
It's green though, okay? It gets bonus points for me for being green, right?
I know.
Huh?
And like I've seen people do good runs in it. It's just
oh sure.
It's just kind of there. It's not, you know what it is? Like, people use the HML all the time, but because it's literally just a variant of the Zeta, it's like, oh, it sure does yellow things and it sure has a superpower, but in this case, it doesn't even have that, so there's nothing that really makes it stand out any more or less.
That's what we need to do.
Until you really like get in there.
Call it, Gustav.
Okay. Oh, biosensor. Yeah, no.
No, I mean that would be hilarious, but I'm just saying there's nothing too crazy about the suit, so.
Yeah. So the weird part, their videos got mixed up on this next thing, so I can't really look at the suit's performance, but we can show off the Black Rider and what it does. So the next banner was the Black Rider and the White Rider.
Yeah, I don't know why they never fixed that either, which is the worst part.
No, the Dagdoll's video is on it, which is funny. The main thing, I guess we can talk it since I've already got it up and showing it. The Black Rider, It's got a stealth mode, and for the opponent, you just see a puff of smoke and some footsteps, and that's how it works. But the thing is, it can't, like, you can't do anything, not even boost, right?
Yeah. That has a duration, right? Like, for some reason,
Yeah, it
it
also
lasts
has a
15
duration.
seconds or something like that, right? Like, it's not until you do something that breaks it.
Yeah, it is a duration, but it's just like, I don't know. It looked cooler than what it is, and once you realize that if it's stunned, it can't do anything, but it also can't really do anything while in it. If you're a support and you notice it, you're just like, I'm gonna stun you now, and I'm gonna knock you down, and now I'm gonna walk away. Like, I don't know. Once you start paying attention to it, as a support player, I learned really quickly to pay attention to the puff of smoke that's approaching me aggressively. So, I don't know. Weird gimmick. I'm wondering if they're going to do any more of that somewhere along the line, but yeah. Other than that, though, the suit's base mechanics, I think it definitely got the better deal coming from Code Fairy. I almost say Code Pixie again. Code Fairy to GBO2.
Mm-hmm.
So you sadly didn't get it, right, Emblem?
No, yeah, I didn't get any riders. And I pulled a little bit, but
Okay. Well, if you want to pull up the stats, and we can go through those, but Gustav, you got the white one. Did you get the black one?
I only got the white one.
Okay. Well, what do you guys think of the black one so far?
It's kind of a mixed bag. It's a little obnoxious to deal with, but once it gets found out, it's not too bad, actually. Unless you're the support, in which case you're probably going to get a cable to the ankles, and it just goes downhill from there unless somebody stops it. It's really stacked, like, for the things that it has and the kind of setup that it has. Having the forward momentum and the kind of pixie-like swings while also having a pretty aggressive cable and a really fast instant stun, since it's literally a railgun unless you're using something else. It's just a really good combination.
for some reason.
Yeah, that's the more terrifying thing for me. As a support, when I saw people trying to use the camo gimmick, I was like, lol, once I realized how it worked. And the rest of it, though, if they just come at me normally, I'm like, no, go back to try to be stealth.
Just try to be sneaky, please.
So yeah, when they forgot about even using that, then it got more terrifying. Because it does have normal stealth, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think it has.
Yeah.
It's like normal stealth and jamming, I think.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it doesn't have stealth. It just has jamming.
Okay, it has the jamming.
Stealth level 2 when you activate the smoke.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So yeah, what weapons does it have? Stats and all that good stuff, Emblem?
Yeah, so primaries can use rail cannon.
You cut out?
Yeah, I had to fix something. I
Okay.
forgot a train was passing by and I muted, and I guess I didn't want to mute on my end, so looks like we're good.
Okay.
But yeah, primary is the rail cannon. It can also use the assault armor shotgun, double daggers. It has the stand anchor, as the GBO2 wiki refers to it, which is pretty much just your standard sea serpent type effect. Arm grenade launcher, active duck, beam disturbing membrane bullet, which is a cool effect, flash grenade as well. So you have a lot of really cool options. Honestly, I think the Black Rider looks really, really good. I think when I was talking to Crossbone, he put it well. It's one of those cases where if you already have a suit like the Jetta Trainer or whatever, the Raid, you don't have to worry about too much. But if you're efficient for something at that cost, I've been looking for a little something else. It's not a bad pick at all. I mean, just being able to do a stagger into the rail anchor thing is so good.
At 452, that's the main thing. Like,
Yeah, it's stacked for that cost.
oh yeah.
With all the shit that it's got going on.
I think really probably. Would you think there's any other raids that's better than it, other than the trainer?
Red Rider has the bunga too hard because I'm nearly numb.
Yeah.
No, I'm more just thinking. I'm listening.
I feel like
Well, no, I feel
the
like
trainer and Red Rider are like just the over unga bunga. Like I don't really give a fuck if you see me or not raids.
Well, the main thing with the trainer is it's the only suit that can. I think it might be the strongest suit raid at cost
Yeah.
that we have, just because you can pretty much guarantee your heavy attack.
Yeah, just
You're
flip
charging
dip.
somebody, and the only option that they have is either tackle you and you just bait it, and then as soon as they tackle, you just do the flip, and then yeah, that is dumb.
I guess
because the tackle
put in
does
the way
nothing.
like if you get in a situation where you have to duel the other raid, you better hope it's not a trainer while you're in the Black Rider, because it's probably gonna catch you in the flip.
Yeah, because the flip also would just ignore the stun from the anchor too.
And generally, I think it's just faster than the Black Rider.
But what stats does it have too? If you want to go through the stats, and I'll be right back.
Sure. So, HP is 16,500. It's live ammo defense or ballistic defense is 15. Beam resist is 5. Melee resist is 23. Range modifier is 13. Melee modifier is 32. You get plus 25 when you activate the boost. It puts it up to 57. Speed is 5. Or no, sorry, speed is 125. I'm looking at the boost that you get when you pop Themis or whatever the heck it's called. Yeah, boosting movement is 205. It has default thrust of 55. Turning speed is 66. Yeah, because it's on the ground. 66. Priority 3 has a unique counter. Respawn time is 14 seconds. And from top to bottom, the part slots are 14, 10, and 8. And it has reduced fall off on multiple attacks. So generally for a 3-hitter, it's 150 and then 25% damage. This one is 100 on the first swing, 60% on the second, and 36% on the third. Besides that,
Like I was saying, let me try to pretend to be Magnum fascinating.
Yes, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
What skills does it have?
Skill wise, it has Assault Booster level 2, Evasion Control, or Dodge Roll, you know, a High Performance Balancer, Force Injector 1, Combo Controller 2, Ability Up Themis, Maneuver Armor 2, Explosion Anti-Blast, Anti-Blast, it's crazy. Back Special Cushioning, so your goofy little disc are not being taking as much damage. There's still hitboxes though. Don't get shot in your strings. It has jamming level 1 and optical camouflage system.
So it's not Hades mode. What does that actually do for it? Do we know?
So, I'm glad you asked, Swagnum. When you activate it, your ballistic defense goes down by 5. All your defenses go down by 5. So you drop down to 10 base ballistic defense, 0 beam resist. Melee modifier goes down to 18. Your melee damage modifier goes up by 25, so it makes the base 57. Your speed increases by 5. Your high speed movement increases by 5, goes up to 210. Your thrust of consumption is reduced by 35%, and the initial consumption of a boost is reduced by 9. Your turn speed is increased by 18, and you also get emergency evasion control level 2, and you get attack attitude control level 1. And that's the one that makes it to where you aren't staggered out of your swings or whatever.
Oh, okay. The
Mix it up with something else.
offense system.
Yeah, it's offense system.
It's weird. Yeah, it's got a weird name in JP, but I think it's offense system. Yeah, reduced reaction when hit by shooting during melee attack.
Okay. Okay, that's pretty nice.
And it lasts for 60 seconds.
Do you think it's worth using that?
Less than it. Yeah. Offense system is fucking amazing.
If only more things had it.
Yeah.
Right?
Your job is to get it. If you're on top of the support, you aren't worried about getting shot by beams. If you're worried about that, use your beam membrane bullet or whatever.
Membrane.
Oh yeah, that's right. It has that thing.
The way they describe it almost kind of makes me think of like that freeze yard stuff they were talking about that like picks up mines and stuff for the aquatic suits.
Honestly, it's interesting that they gave that to the Black Rider. You remember when we were talking about the Methus, like way back in the day?
Yeah.
We talked about its chaff grenade, and we talked about it having like a field that like either reduced the effectiveness or negated beam attacks, like in it or whatever. That's such a like. I get that it's making up for its weakness of its low beam resist, but that just feels like such a supporty kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like I wonder if that's
right.
To...
If anything, they should have gave it to the Kai. That would have been cool.
Mm-hmm.
If we're talking about it having like a support like ability.
Yeah, that would make sense.
But yeah, I would like to see more kind of buff things that units can do. Either like I know they already have the self buffs, but more effects like the stealth grenade that the whatever the Jigen with the missiles or whatever the heck it is.
The proto Jigen, Star Jigen.
That thing. Like those effects are cool. It'd be nice to see more.
Yeah, that would be cool. I wonder if they will add it to maybe the White Rider later or some other stuff.
The White Rider is already perfection, man. We don't need anything else.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god. We'll get into that in a second. Oh my god.
I was gonna say Red Rider, Black Rider. What final thoughts? What do we think?
I think it's really good. I want one.
Yep. Solid, obnoxious to deal with. Definitely want to give it a shot myself, but it's probably going to be a while until I get one.
Yeah, 2-star problems. Yay.
Oh god, don't even barf.
But yeah, definitely want to try that thing out. Something that I'm kind of glad even though I'm a support main and want supports, I'm glad I didn't really roll on too much. The White Rider.
Yay.
What's up? You have it. What do you think of it?
It's good. It's fine. That's kind of the problem though, is that it's like it's fine, but it's just like it's almost just too so. And like you can tell they really wanted to do something with the way that the charge thing works for the system. And it's just like, okay, well you can do it really fast once, but there's no sped up like cooldown when you're actually using the mode, so you're still left without it for like over a minute. Which is really awful.
I know it just shoots one shot, but I hate the effect that it has, because in the video it looks like it's shooting a long laser like the BST, rather than like it blinks like, you just
wanted it to be a foosh and not like a big dunk like the regular boosted versus like the 4.
Well, I'm just what kills me is the animation of it, because it shows the shot going through the suit, but it's still like blink, 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 and then it can move again.
Yeah,
it's
like the particle like lingers or whatever.
You have like the biggest commit stance in existence from this thing shooting. I don't know if that's how it actually feels, but from the little animation that I'm playing right now, where the preview video.
Yeah, I think they just had them stay like that. I'm pretty sure you move after you lose it. I'll have to do it again. Do we want to try to go in for that since some of us have it, or?
Yeah, we could just have a random brawl of all the suits that we have. We got one more after this, right? Or is the next one the actual? Oh, the next one is the actual.
Next one would be the new suit.
Okay. So yeah, we could do a brawl for these.
Yeah, I got like less than a minute on this match, and I can hop in there with you guys.
Okay, perfect. Well, there's not much to go through, so Impulse, if you want to go through the weapons and stats and
Sure.
It
stuff.
sure is a
Has an
support.
NBL, a beam saber, and a rocket launcher, and the Gatling gun.
Now the Gatling gun's pretty solid. I have
Yeah.
to give it that.
It's
The
slow
Gatling gun's
though.
pretty good.
I'm
It's slow,
actually
but it's
surprised
long
at
range.
like the firing rate on that. The build up, at least in terms of damage and stuff, not bad. I kind of wish that the stun was a little bit faster, considering that you don't have much else. But the wrist mounted or grenade rocket launcher that you got on you does instant stun, which is nice.
That's pretty much a grenade or missile launcher or something.
Yeah, it's pretty much your bazooka, and then the beam rifle. What kind of sucks with the beam rifle is you're pretty much never going to get that off normally. You have to pop your Zeus mode, and that's the only time you're going to use it. But then at that point, it's like, I don't know. I'd probably only use it when I'm.
Wouldn't
ready
you open
to-
a team fight with it though?
Yeah, you might get it the first time, the first engagement, if it's a big enough map where everybody's not going to start fighting immediately. So, like, you probably wouldn't get it off, or maybe get it off on, like, Arctic base. Maybe. But typically the fight's already been going on for... Because it is 20 seconds, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like in most cases, even on Arctic, you'd probably have enough time, unless you'd literally just get caught. Because it's like you can move and use it, and you're not doing anything anyway. And at worst, you just switch to a different weapon, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can still charge it, but the chances of you getting to use it effectively are, I feel, in most cases, are almost non-existent. And if you are kind of peeking around a corner or whatever, depending on how YOLO your team is, it might be more effective just to go with your bazooka rocket than that. But
I'm in.
okay, go down the stats real quick and the skills, and then we'll do stuff, and then I'll shoot you an invite.
Hold on, let me at least log into my PSN. Oh shit, Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay.
But,
I'm loading the game up now. All right.
Are you on Seiji?
Yeah. So HP is 16,000. Its ballistic defense is 14. Beam resist is 17. Which, let me know if Goose, if any of these values seem wrong to you, let me know. They're like showing double numbers for some reason, which is always a little bit dubious. But melee defense is 17. The range modifier, range modifier is 27. Melee modifier is 18. Base speed is 120. Boosted speed is 185. Base thrust is 55. Turn speed is 63. Priority 1. Then it takes 14 seconds to respawn.
Oh shit! I just realized if no one else has the White Rider, I'm gonna have to switch to Jenny.
Yeah, you're gonna have to switch to Jenny, bud.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I'll come back then. Does anyone have the other
I have none of the suits we
Shiki guy,
discussed.
or
Today.
do we just want to like wait and do that separate one for that?
Yeah, we can do a separate one from that since it's
The
a bit
newest?
higher cost.
Okay. That's
So we'll be derping around in some supports. I don't know, Emblem, if you want to bring like a 450 to 550 suit of some variety that's not a raid, please.
Damn.
Just bring the raid.
Or bring the
Like,
raid.
who's not giving me permission? Okay.
On a side note, does anyone know what VYN stands for?
VYN.
Someone in my chat just came in with like a Russian username, went VYN FYI, and I was like, what?
Oh, is that does it look like a link?
No. Or at least I don't think it can be one in YouTube.
Because I feel like that's a comment I get commonly, and it's a link that Yeah, you definitely don't want to click on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna see if I can get rid of that. Right, that was weird. Alright, logged in. Coming over.
View your neighbor. Maybe he was advertising some weird voyeur site.
Oh god. Never leave it to chance, right?
450?
Okay, so yeah, Gustav, I brought up yours. Do you not have the game up on your end?
Yeah, I do.
I'm seeing a notepad right now or something.
What do you mean? Oh, are you looking at the old link? I put a new one in the chat.
Oh.
If you looking at... Okay, so like halfway through this Mob Crush just like shit the bed on me and I had to go through a restream. So, hold on
okay.
again. Do you see the other link down there?
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Round 2. Like,
On a side note, Restream does not let you do public Facebook accounts for restreaming unless you pay them, so keep that in mind if you ever want to do multiples between like YouTube
That's
and
interesting.
Facebook. That's why I was using Mob Crush, but then like when I tried to reconnect after it went down on me, it said it was and it wasn't. So
Hit you with the no.
okay, there we go.
So I have to troubleshoot that because at some point I do want to try, like, once I actually hit 100 followers on Facebook, I want to be able to like get enough streaming things on there, like hour-wise, so that I can apply to get into their own version of like the affiliate thing, so that my videos can actually be like better quality because they lock it behind that.
Yeah, quality can be
Yeah,
rough.
they keep it at like 30 FPS instead of 60, and I'm like, what?
Reap. Okay. And then we went over the skills and stuff on it, right?
Man, you put on unrestricted, but we're doing 450.
Well,
The other suits are a different cost, so
I'm
that's
doing
why I
the
put it
RS
at
Georgia,
unrestricted.
So
Oh, I see.
yeah, so
So we're all
450
just
to
messing around,
550.
that's why I had to be unrestricted.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So I get to be in the lowest cost suit in the group. Yay!
Fun. I'll be a 500 cost suit then.
Okay. But yeah, you did go over the skills though, right?
I think so, but why don't, for prosperity's sake, we just double back just in case.
Yeah, do that real quick while we're selecting stuff.
What the hell?
Okay, it's got high performance balancer.
Hey.
It has combo controller level 1.
Wow.
Ability up Zeus, which increases your range damage by 20. Your resistances go down by 8. Speed increases by 5. High speed movement is increased by 5. Turning performance raised by 10. Your mega beam focusing time is reduced by 14 seconds. You get an effect similar to force injection. There's a weird note on here that says thruster consumption plus 100 when using force injection effect. So I don't know if like you can just do one side boost and it uses all your energy or whatever, or your thrust, but I don't know. But the activation time or the duration is 55 seconds. Honestly though, I think they should reduce the fall off. I don't think you get enough. Like the only really, like, the stat increases are nice and the beam reduction is cool, but the force injection effect doesn't seem good enough. And like you like to say, Magnum, force injection isn't defense. Like I think they should make it like maybe a 3% reduction if they still want to do their flavorful stat fall off nonsense.
Especially with no roll, that's just really brutal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It is priority 1 melee, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
Unfortunately,
Point out though, its downswing modifier is 150%.
And
It's
it
higher than
carries like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like it's got some distance to it.
Like you definitely want to just bazooka and then
Oh, I
Yeah,
should've been
like
better.
you're pretty much doing stun a bunch of things if shit gets too close. I will say there's a really weird feel to the arm bazooka or whatever, just because of something about arm mounted weapons, like the reticle to like spotting ratio is just really rough on them.
Oh man.
Oh boy. Just a bunch of wriggly supports running around.
No.
Oh shit, no. No, you're no. Stop.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that thing
me.
takes too long.
Oh no!
God, I don't like that you guys can actually smack me at range pretty easy too, because I can't pop and do my shit.
I feel like if you're going to,
Wee! I can do that too.
I feel
Yours
like
is
the
definitely a
going
little bit
to
faster,
is
yeah.
closer to the end of your lifespan because of how.
We also need like a good like distracted battle going on too.
Oh.
But yeah, the DPS on the gun, it's not bad.
I got stuck on a thing.
Don't mind me. Don't come down here.
Oh,
Mind
no.
your business.
Fuck both of y'all. I got
He's got the priority.
I got priority.
He's got the priority. No, respect the priority, you some bitch. No.
Wait, what the? What was that? Did you see my guy? Oh, there we go.
No.
not aim.
Damn.
Ow. Rude.
Oh my gosh.
Disgusting.
Oh my gosh, I'm incapable.
What
of aiming.
the hell are you guys doing?
I had like 2 health in a dream.
I like that
So,
you
yeah.
can spawn at the base spots on this map whenever it's in a different thing.
Oh, that's actually really nice. Pretty cool. I wonder if they're gonna just put those in all the maps and change that around.
App. Oh.
Ow. Rude. Pew 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 pew.
It's like fucking
I want to know the stuff.
high stack. It's like high stack rate. It might even be slower in terms of the actual firing rate on it.
Oh, ow.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Goodbye. Oh.
Well, I was aiming at something, but I hit something else.
Yeah, I
The
think
game was like, I don't know about that one, Chief.
My heavy's done. Hang on. No.
How did that hit me?
Woo!
Fuck. I saw you peeking over there, man. Nah.
I was like, he fucking clipped.
He
That's
got his-
one
he
thing
got his
about this
final
map.
paragraph.
I know we're probably going to talk about this map a little bit more in depth later, but like,
Oh,
this map, because it's so complicated, has a lot of weird clipping areas and things where people are like Tony Hawk grinding when they're trying to land.
oh my gosh. I need
People
to
are
find
just
that one
getting
clip.
stuck. I need to do a clip of
In
one.
front of you.
The match
Remember
that I
when I
did
landed?
in the Shiki Kai, there was one that was like that. Oh god.
Well, I remember I landed in front of you and you were just like,
What the fuck?
Damn it. Fucking.
because I was just like grinding there for 3 days. I was like, I gotta go stop. I'll be right with you. Don't kill me, please.
That's right. Oh god, let me know because I've looked at the other one. I was in a Shiki Kai and raided, and it happened again. A Masala got stuck.
Yeah, I'll try to put that somewhere around this point in the video if I can find it.
Ooh,
Cool.
crafty. This is why you look at his, even though I got the bot.
But
Also,
I
mine's
can't
gonna be
find it,
kind of broken
though.
up because of that mob crush shenanigans today. So sorry about that in advance.
read. Ah.
Thankfully, we went on a huge Yu-Gi-Oh tirade, so that kind of filled up some of that time while I was figuring it out.
Heavy.
What the fuck? No, why you gotta be like this? No. No. Disgusting. How could you do this to me? So mean?
No.
Oh, damn.
Don't do it.
Oh, damn.
No!
I will say, if you ever just wanted a yellow Stamen, just just use the AR.
Yeah, it does a good job of that. Well, that's probably enough.
You didn't get up high enough.
Oh, that missed.
Yes.
Does he not have balancer?
Maybe.
The AR or
Yeah, they are. Fuck!
think it
Come on,
does.
Gustav.
what?
Oh my gosh,
This is like
that
the fucking
one,
third
Man, do none.
that one Gatling bullet again. He stole my kill at the beginning there too.
Don't try to fit that on me because you just didn't kill him fast enough.
Oh my gosh, there's a melee that does like 3,000 damage. He was left with 100 health. You know, I'm gonna land here and see what happens.
Oh,
shit.
Oh my, you are very
Yes.
low, sir. You need to stay alive a little bit longer.
no,
so I
you
can
don't.
come
You need
kill
to
you.
die right now.
How are you able to do that?
No!
How are you attacking that melee? What the fuck?
I gotta do those triangle tackles. Ooh.
He's got that host advantage or something. Oh!
I'm not even hosting. What are you talking about?
Oh no, I'm memeing. Oh,
Why you gotta stab? How could you stab? God, my chat stinky.
good stab.
It's got an Asian.
Ow.
Ooh. Oh.
Doesn't slip off.
Ooh.
There it goes.
Oh. You just have to wait for it. Jesus, take the wheel.
No, darn
No,
it.
no, 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 mine,
Yeah.
No way he got it
Yeah, it
again.
did.
Great, but fuck, man.
Shouldn't have whipped out the
Kill
repeater.
stealing motherfucker. Damn it.
That shit don't blast down like the regular Zero Shiki. Ain't that quick.
You stole so many of my fucking kills, man. Like, fuck, dude.
Hey man, think of it this way: if you ever are the unfortunate soul
But it's still, I mean, I'm not salty.
that
as fuck.
gets stuck in like, no, I'm just saying, like, in terms of like ace and stuff, you can just get in that dock in and the spacing will probably be good enough. You can just fudge it that way.
Oh yeah, what was also said in chat too, if there is a comper on the enemy team while you're playing the RS Georgia,
Oh,
you
crap.
heavy stun it and you delete it with your melee.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, it literally does not live after a heavy and melee. Like, the comper is dead with a Georgia on the enemy team. But yeah, that is I forgot to change the name of the title each time. Whoops, I said I was going to do it, and I just noticed.
That's okay.
Oh, well. I know what section this is. I'll just put old suits, and that way I don't have to figure anything out later in the timestamps.
Yeah, I did it now.
But yeah. Now for the Shiki Kai.
Alright, now I gotta get out of here.
Let's talk about that, and let's go over the stats and stuff. Real quick, the White Rider though. Final thoughts. For me, I think it's okay. The beam could be really cool. I feel like they're gonna buff it a little bit at some point, because they definitely want to do something with that. It's just, I don't think the like, maybe its cooldown goes down a little bit, so you can use it maybe twice if you just pop it right away and you get 2 uses in that mode or something. But yeah, I don't know. It's a little odd.
Well, seeing as Gustav won the brawl match, is the best support in the game as far as I'm concerned. So. Might is right.
Hey, man. ABG, always be Gatling. It wins.
Yeah.
It wins games.
I watched enough anime to know that it doesn't matter what you actually think as long as you win the fight at the end. So, it's good enough for me.
Don't tell them that, they still gotta keep the forums burning over there. But Asian, I think, has it right for the Shiki Kai, is at least as like a general thing, like great values there.
You say Sarah, do you mean the SCR?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
DJ SCR, I'm just gonna say sir.
I don't know.
I know. I just making
think
sure. I always call it the SCR, so it's what want to make sure. Okay.
Like, is he saying it's better or worse? Because I think it's
Well,
better.
free
than
both,
is
SCR.
usually
but,
watered
like,
down or
it's-
discount version, right?
Minus the
Yeah, I'm
overboost.
like-
Well, like, to be fair, the overboost gets me in trouble a lot, so.
I was like, this thing has a double dodge roll. I think it's
It
better.
has a
just
double
because of that.
dodge roll, but it also gets stunned out of shit a lot. In between that.
Yeah, it's kind of true.
Well, that's
So
gonna be an
I'd
general
I'd
problem.
love to have the number of like the intensity of maneuver armor that the fucking Sarah has, because I'm blasting that thing down as the Shiki Kai, and I'm having a time trying to get it to stop.
Well, let's go through the weapon stats and skills. If you want to, I've got your screen up still, so if you want to hop back in here and pull up the stats while Emblem goes through the numbers and stuff, then we'll play it and give our final thoughts on the Shiki Kai.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
true. It
fair
does
enough.
break MA better because like it's just like its 2 stuns are faster, and the Vulcans and stuff are pretty intense. So
So it's got the standard Hyaku Shiki beam rifle that all the Shiki guys like to use. I guess not sure an AR, but
I was gonna say.
it's got a Hyaku Shiki revised beam saber, 2400 power, head pulse laser cannon, Vulcans. I will note that these have a 10% stagger ratio on them, but it does overheat in 11 shots, so you can't miss any if you wanted to stagger something. Armed grenade launcher fires 2 bullets. Definitely just kind of made to put out damage. It only has a 20% stagger value, or maybe like lead in with the grenades and then use Vulcans or something. But you're definitely not stunning with it by itself. It has a incendiary armed grenade launcher, so the power is 200, but it does 200 per tick up to 10 times, so it's 2,000 damage. It also has a secondary clay bazooka. Big things to note: power is 2,300. Stagger value is 60%, so it's 20 lower than your standard bazooka. Four shots. Reload time is 18 seconds, and it fires 7. It takes 7 seconds between shots.
Also, what was the Vulcan stagger value
10.
again? Sorry, 10. It's not bad.
so essentially like pretty much the whole beam, unless you are really good at timing it. You'll have like maybe a shot left, and then you can let it like charge back out.
Yeah, Vulcans roll. You have to hit with all of them but one. You probably want to precurse it with like a bazooka shot or.
One thing I want to see when we jump in and like yeah, I was gonna say armed grenade into Vulcans maybe will shorten it, but I don't know by how much.
Yeah.
Well, armor grenade is 20 per grenade, so if you have both, it's 40. So you have to hit with 6 more shots. Makes it a little bit more generous. Oh, and I didn't mention it, but the stagger ratio on the incendiary grenade is 5%.
What is the? If you want to go down the stats and then go over the skills real quick, and then we'll hop in, play one. Just pick a 600, by the way, Emblem as well, and we'll do generals. We'll just do
Did
600.
you stop touch on the
generals.
stats since he has a suit on screen? Or you
Oh, you want me to
read
do
off?
it?
Yeah, if you want to do it, go ahead and do that in the skills that way, and that way it's up at the same time.
Alrighty. So, 600 cost, HP is 17,500, ballistic resistance is 16, beam resistance is 30, melee resistance is 20, range strength is 30, melee strength is 30, so it's just straight balanced. Movement speed is 130, top speed, high speed movement is 210, thruster gauge is 75, turning speed is 72. In terms of part slots, we're talking close range is 13, medium range is 22, and long range is 9.
Then skills.
Alrighty. So, Leg Trap Absorber 2, Quick Boost 3, Emergency Evasion System 2, Flight Control Program 2, High Performance Balancer 1, High Spec Ambac 2, Melee Combo Controller 1, Force Injector 2, Special Back Add-on Buffer 1, and Special Shoulder Buffer 1, which both of those mean is goes up by 10% for the reduction.
I will say, before we get into the actual game, the one thing I don't like about the suit stats is I think its health could be a little bit higher.
Yeah, it's pretty small.
because without a shield, like, it has... I mean, I guess size-wise, I would say the Gapsley kind of feels about the same size, sort of. Maybe the Gapsley might be a little bigger with its cannon sticking outside on its sides, but feels about that big, and the Gapsley has 19,000 health by default.
The interesting thing is that the Sarah has around the same health pool. Like, I actually had 1,200 on it, so it's actually lower than that from where I have it. But it also, on average, just has higher defense.
Yeah.
Across the board. But I think that's also just because it can't roll and has to really rely on just taking those hits while it's moving to, like, close the distance.
Right. And then something like the Rigelgu, which by default has 18,000, so that's not too bad as a comparison.
Although I would say for the Rigelgu, I think it's another one that resists more than this does in terms of, like, let me double check.
It does have damage control.
Yeah, it's damage control.
And the shoulder buffer is 30%.
I thought it had maneuver armor too, but no.
No, it's not a drive.
It just has the bigger resistances and stuff, but it is a bigger target at the same time. So I guess you can concede that a little bit, but even so.
I mean, that's kind of my thing. I feel like, which I'm going to be using the Rigazi Kai this fight. But with it just going to no stats on it, 18,500, it's got a shield. It's a pretty good size shield, and it's 26, 26, 14. So just correcting its melee defense a little bit, and you end up with a pretty solid general that, you know, has a ton of stuns and other weapons, and can fly. So yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things that I feel like it's the Shiki Kai is a solid suit, but there is better out there.
Oh yeah.
But I definitely think it meets the bare minimum of what it needed to not just be like completely covered up. So if you like it, or if that's all you got, it's not like you're really missing out or hurting yourself by playing it. I don't think. It's definitely good enough at the very least.
The interesting thing is that it's actually been really common in rated too. Like, people have actually warmed up to it just because. And I think this is a philosophy for a lot of JP players too. Like, if it's good enough, then they'll just make up the difference with whatever they're gonna do in terms of like behavior or just play style. So the fact that it just ticks all the boxes, even if it's only just adequately, doesn't really matter.
There is one thing I would like to test, and I'm almost tempted to switch, but I kind of want to just see this fight with generals. But I would like to figure out if...
I'm supposed to be a general? Hold on.
I mean, unless you want to just run something aggro.
I mean, yeah, if you really want to run something else, then go ahead.
I'll switch. I was going to bring in the Ricardo too. I didn't realize we had a theme going on like last time. I'll play something else. I got it.
But I want to test if I have a like incendiary round on somebody and you have an incendiary round on somebody, are they ticking both? Because if you have like 3 of these on a team and you could hit somebody for 600 a tick, I think that would be a little gross. I don't think that would happen, but if it does...
And the other thing to keep in mind that people have mentioned is that even if it does tick down faster because there's 2, it doesn't kill.
Yeah.
You still have to boop them with like Vulcans or whatever.
But that'd be kind of cool if it ticked faster, or you could. But I think a lot of people underestimate incendiary stuff because it's like you just barely have to hit, and then that you got a free amount of damage. Like that was the thing that kind of made the I think why they valued on paper, which it kept getting nerfs like the Hildoffer did, but nobody really played the assault gun tank as much, and it kept getting more nerfs than the Hildoffer, even though it wasn't played in the tournaments. And I think that's why, because you could just volley fire from halfway across the map and laugh.
Hello.
This is my pillar. No, wait for Magnum to break the stalemate.
Heard. Can't get my stick out in time.
Shield Senpai. Shit, when did you get behind me? Fuck.
Hi.
For real. I wasn't even looking that way. I didn't think it was that easy to just get up there.
Yeah, people found out a lot of the routes like day one, and a lot of the buildings you can just kind of climb on and boost around on without even having to jump over them.
Yeah, I thought you had to do a lot of the jumping stuff, and then so for my update video, I was like, oh no, I was completely wrong about a lot of this. Ow! That's the Tristan. My anus. Oh no. Well, this is a lot more of an interesting match than the all general match. There's a lot more dodging and stuff going on. Gustav, why?
Magnum support, but that's okay.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
it was support match.
What did I say?
You said
You said
general.
general. That's okay.
Oh, the general match.
Happens.
Yeah, whatever.
Happens to all of us.
This general match is more interesting than the wars. Yes.
Oh. That neutral should have hit
no.
your noggin,
Dang
damn it.
Yeah, I don't know why the explosions of this map are bright. It's gotta be a bug or something. I've literally
Well, like they fucked up the shadowing on this game, when this map in particular.
No. Oh, dude, I just
So like
got wrecked.
shadows and water will like reflect and flicker really weird because they have like a whole different like almost like a whole different like light filter or something on it. Because originally they were like, oh well, it technically should be a dark map, but we made everything brighter on purpose, so you guys could see easier. It's like, well, you might want to touch that up later.
Oh, the smoke grenade blinds you on this map. That's fun. Also the yeah, 6v6 on this map is actually
Amazing.
it is a word that you could use.
Every time you die underwater, the camera pans out. Yeah. It is. Sometimes it doesn't know how to handle those caverns, and the water being super clear also makes it really bright, and it's just weird. It just looks really weird.
Oh my god, it fucking missed. I'm out of here.
Rude. No. Ah, I couldn't dodge roll either. No. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot these things. This thing has amazing tokens, doesn't it? Yeah.
Ah, shit.
No, I missed the shot. No, shoot me instead of Emblem. I want the kill. Dang it, your shield.
Oh shit, my legs.
Oh, you have no legs. No.
Ah, fucking shield. Thank you.
No. No.
No, you stupid body. You kidding me?
Yes.
Fuck.
Oh my gosh, literally me missing that entire time, which is like, no! No! No, please, no! Why?
See, your fucking missiles stun. Mine don't. Makes me mad.
I know, I figured when I heard what they were. Okay, that was weird. I don't know how you did it.
Awkward, oh lord. Someone did a thing. Thank you very much. I'm gonna look in a second. Y'all need to go find something else to do. Jesus Christ.
Yes!
These sackers are brutal, man. Anti-blast.
What is this anti-blast you speak of?
Oh, I gotta follow on Twitch. Yay. Suzy QZ, thank you very much.
No.
Boobity.
I got Gatling. APG.
Get up out of that Wawa, get up out of it. Don't be in there. What are you doing?
Down here.
The water is awesome though too.
Yeah, the fact that there's not only like a central canal, but it goes up into both bases, so it's like just a mirror of the top end. So it's better than the caves and impact site by default. It's the Gear Cave 2.0. Look at this man sneaking around.
Okay, the Vulcans look really awesome. Ow! I was admiring his Vulcan symbol.
But the Vulcans, they're so bright and shiny. damn you for not committing.
I do like how this thing waves its shield in front when I'm walking sideways.
Nope. Did you stun yourself?
I just stunned myself. I just realized I can do that. That is a thing that can happen.
Those missiles take no prisoners. I don't care. God, you're fucking sensitive, really.
Yes, and then I had a new type warning. That was definitely just not me dodging randomly and just happening to dodge your melee at the same time.
Oh my god, I need you to now!
Oh no. Ah!
Upsetting. Come back. Don't you run. Why are you running?
So you're gonna have to engage me from my dominant side, Gustav.
No, thank you.
Oh no, I don't get to even spawn. No.
Damn. That was such a dumb standoff at the end.
Nope, you shoot from my dominant side. No.
He's making another left turn.
Start off, so. Some goose eyeball had all the deeps.
That was funny.
Kills.
Okay, so yeah, it's definitely solid. Definitely works. I am curious though if you can actually have multiple dots on something. Do we want to test that real quick, or do we want to just get into the patch notes?
We could. I feel like we've checked something out like it before. I don't think it works. I mean, I can definitely.
I'm just gonna swap to the Zusa real quick.
What, and just do like a fire dot with it?
Yeah, and then you shoot him with it, and I'll shoot him with it, and then we see if Emblem melts.
Okay. I mean, we can try it real quick. And we'll just bully him.
And I can go ahead and start. Into the patch notes and get the nonsense out of the way.
I don't mind to play the
we
video
play.
game because we're still probably gonna be here for a minute anyway.
Yeah. So.
Do we want to try to go into depth about the map? Since that is another.
Oh
feature.
yeah. Wait. Is the map the next topic? Actually, the map.
Pretty much because we're already on the new suit.
Oh yeah, the map is the next topic. Yeah,
So
let's
it's just
go
two
ahead and
birds
talk
with one
about the
stone.
map. There we go. Shiki, final thoughts. Gustav, Emblem, real quick while I'm changing the topic.
It seems an alright suit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's bad to pull on.
Definitely solid. If you're just looking for something at this cost, maybe you don't gel super well with the Sarah, but still want the 2 stuns or whatever. Like, this will get you there. Just watch out for really aggressive Sarah still. I'm just gonna catch him on the landing.
I figured I was gonna bonk on the fucking bridge.
Did you try to jump? What are you doing?
Okay.
What is that?
Okay, I'm over here. Let's go ahead and
Oh, Goobaloo!
That's
Set him
not
on
a
fire.
fucking missile.
set him on fire. Set him on fire.
Sorry. Reflex. Uncle Baga!
Okay, guys.
All right.
All right.
Come on.
He said Uncle Bunga. I had to.
That's right.
Too.
Uncle Baga!
Set him on fire.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right, I had to wait for my missiles.
There
There.
we go. He's on fire.
So it's 200.
Okay, I'm not seeing a dot anymore, but he's on fire. So your dot replaced my dot.
Okay, so it just overlaps. Thank you.
Okay. Ow!
You need to see how it works if it's a friendly. Battle.
That's a good point.
Well, I mean, mine should still be doing damage because we're still
Right, but I mean,
like,
it's an
opposing
enemy dot
each
with
other.
another enemy dot, and maybe they don't. Maybe they have it set up to where the newest one replaces it.
So that you claim it, yeah.
maybe,
That's a good point.
but that's a test for another day then at some point because we
I was
need
saying,
to.
we don't got enough people for that.
Oh man, I was going for the kill.
That's
Yeah,
gotta be one of those pop quiz things that Magnum does in the middle of a regular custom match. Like, well, let me just see this real quick. Like, no.
Yeah, pretty much. We'll figure that out one day.
Guess we need to take a look at the new map now, right?
But yeah, the new map, yes.
Yeah, fancy.
So typically you have a spawn point down here-ish, which is weird that nobody ever caps. And then the two that are up, the A and B, are the typical ones, and that's probably right behind me. Nope, it's not. Okay, cool.
No, I spawned away because I thought we were talking about stuff and not fighting anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, I figured we just kind of fight and go.
Oh, okay.
But overall, the on my life, but yeah,
That's too low. Oops.
it's a smaller map than I thought it was just on the pictures that they showed off. When they said it was as small as Arctic Base, or as big as Arctic Base, which is the funny part that they're saying the word big instead of small. But anyway, technically,
That doesn't seem weird to me.
We're not getting into this again.
Okay, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
but the thing is, it's got layers, and now Gustav's in the water layer, and yep, there's an entire map essentially. It's pretty much the entire middle of the map underground.
Mid and side lanes that lead to either side of the map for the bases.
I will say, it's really not exactly 3 layers because you can kind of just boost up this dirt. So it's more like 2.5. That's what I would call it. More. It's
pretty dynamic. Sometimes it feels like it's a little clustered, almost like it's a little chaotic in spots. But like, people get in line pretty easy in terms of like where they want to be and what they want to do. The NASCAR meta is still pretty strong here, at least in the beginning. People will likely skip A and B at mid, and they'll settle for the outside points sometimes, but normally they just fight for mid still. This area in particular is usually pretty busy, especially during the early parts of the match.
Yeah, like the cool thing is around the buildings and stuff, anything that's decent at skirmishing, I feel is great at like doing pretty well on this map. Supports, generals, mainly the supports kind of. I feel like skirmishing supports definitely do better than the sniping ones, although there are some pretty cool spots you can get up on and have some...
Oh yeah, let's talk about those real quick, those little lifts or whatever.
Yeah, I'll go get up there real quick and stay very safe from Emblem, I hope. Where is one at?
There's one over here where I'm at.
Yeah.
So normally there's 2 points here. There's 2 points that are here next to these lifts. These lifts do not have lifts, even though they're called lifts. So you do have to jump up on them.
That's interesting. The lock-on for the funnels locks onto the rock. Doesn't deal any damage to the lift.
That's... yeah, because you can't... Yeah, so like for a comparison, you hit the lift, you hit the scaffolding or the metal, that does it. If you hit the pillar, nothing happens. But if you can finagle your way up here, you also got to be careful to like kind of give yourself an angle.
Yeah, that'll show it off instead of me getting up there and dying to Emblem.
Then you can have some... There's some interesting spots in here. It doesn't actually... Oh god, and then it destroys and lets you back down.
Take me, there's a raid.
Oh god. Take the melees.
Help. Take the melees, Gustav, help.
So this is something interesting that I've seen in a lot of fights. This area near the bases, because it's pretty easy to just get up into, it tends to be like a final spot for people to fight because they rotate constantly and just wind up here, especially if there's a bomb planting that happens. And because there's enough space here and enough things to recover, they don't tend to leave. They'll just bring the fight to either side. It's almost like, you know how they had the training yard or whatever? It's almost like that big. Like the midsection of that, and they just put it on either side of the map.
Shit, when'd you get that rocket off?
He's at 50%.
Also, this hangar is the lies. This hangar does not go anywhere.
Not hit you with my downswing.
Yeah, somehow his body blocked it. No.
Oh my gosh, that downswing.
Oh, the timing.
What the
Yep.
fuck? I hit you with mine. Like, where's my priority at?
Because mine was still out. Latency versus fucking animations and dumb shit. This game makes no sense because it layers everything weird like that.
Only the rain.
Wee.
Hey, truce.
To the
truce,
gear
truce,
pull.
raid. Oh my gosh.
I went to the gear pull. Too late. Oh no. Bungus bungus.
Where did he
Yeah,
go?
that hurts. More damage I thought.
Oh, he died.
He did. Yeah, the rifle and the stuff that it has in terms of ordnance, it doesn't play around, but sometimes, depending on what you're hitting, especially if you don't have type advantage, you still kind of feel a little like, man, that should have did more.
I will say I'm curious to see this at lower cost because one of the things that happened was I was in the Zista, emblem was on the other side of a full armor ground type, and he got stuck between us, and he just had to stand there and either shoot me and get stunned, or just stand there till his iframes disappeared and get stunned.
Oh, man.
And it was kind of funny. And then he got attacked by Emblem, and I ran away. So, but yeah, the new map though, I like it though. Honestly, I figured it'd be a little bit more terrifying, but
Yep, underground base is pretty cool. It can be a little terrifying at times, but if it's weird because it feels really big, and the different layers definitely add to that. But when you get down to it, especially at higher cost when everything moves so fast anyway, you definitely feel that scale kind of shrink back down in your mind.
oh yeah.
I think the map's too big. They should make it like 30% smaller.
I'm assuming just so that you can see. It's kind of neat and yet a little annoying that some of the rock formations also block the top view. So
I was just kidding, by the way. Map's fine.
Oh yeah.
no, they should
Yeah,
they
the
should
weird
shrink
part of
it.
the top view was, I'm just like, wait, it looks like it's different. Where am I spawning at? What's going on? Ah. But
New maps to Playground for the camper. Oh yeah, because all of its
Yeah,
stuff's
anything with a
really.
shotgun, camphor, a free. They love
Oh,
this
yeah.
map.
Because all of its weapons are really compact too. There's not a big gate between like its bazookas or its Sturmfaust, so it can go between those buildings really easily.
I will say anything that's kind of awkward, like the Hygog, is insanely awkward because you're gonna probably stun yourself a few times.
Mhm.
Yeah, for the build.
Definitely weird. But let's see. Any other thoughts on the new map though? Have we pretty much covered?
And that's most of it. I think the other big thing is a matter of whether or not they're going to incorporate this into clans or ranked in the future.
Oh, yeah, that's one thing I wanted to ask. Compared to the last map that got added, do you think we're gonna see it much? And it's gonna be, actually in the rotation.
So we talk about that, but I've been on people's streams where they're doing when it's in random, like port base, or not port base, but military port, does show up in those rotations sometimes, just not by itself. It has to be through the randomizer.
I just wonder if that's because it was like,
It's because it's
They
a
were just
fucking
like-
frame rate nightmare.
yeah, I just wonder if nobody queues for it when it's at, by itself.
Military port's great. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Fun map.
Well, for you and Gustav, it's probably fine. For me, it's a nightmare.
Oof. Although I guess it's okay for Alshi now too, because he recently got his PS5. It's
What a
not in the
player.
same boat anymore.
Pay to win. What is it? Pay to win, dude.
No, it's called pay to play, okay? It's a
Pay to
winning.
play.
You have to play the
Even
game.
more harsh. Ouch. Jeez.
Hey,
Too real.
I know the feeling of that kind of pay to win. I got my new computer, so yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, good map. I like it. I'm a big fan. I'm a huge fan of it. I thought I'd be a little more afraid, but I like to play a lot of the more of the brawly supports anyway, and I get in there a lot with supports, so I feel pretty at home in this map.
Yeah, especially in mid when everyone jumbles up for the melee and you can just sit there and just dump all your shit on them when they fall over.
Oh yeah, especially there's always like an angle you can kind of get around to shoot from.
Oh my
too, as a
god, yeah.
support.
Like
So-
that. This whole map is what just shot me the map.
Pretty much.
Like you can jump up in the air as the Palace Athene, and there's a skirmish going, and you're just like, "Yeesh," and then something dies.
They should make
But,
the next 12 man brawl ranked battle on
Oh,
this map.
Oh, that'd be
no,
amazing,
that would be
yes.
amazing.
Yes, please.
Yeah, amazing
Do
is
it.
one way to put it.
Let it happen. Just throw them all in there.
But yeah.
I'm thinking of a different word to start with A though.
Okay, so I guess we can go ahead and get into the rest of the patch notes.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. We have, of course, a normal suit. Once I get this back up on screen.
The ultimate item. The real prize in any banner.
Oh, what?
Star glasses.
Yeah, the shark glasses are. Have they been a previous thing?
Sorry,
before?
my bad. The Quattro glasses. Totally different person. Excuse me.
It's only not the same at all.
Yeah. Sorry, what were we saying, Gustav?
Have they been in another banner before?
Hyaku Shiki, and I want to say it was on the full armor as well.
Okay.
There we go. I figured out what I was doing.
But
yes.
all the Quattro suits.
Oh, yeah, they had the shades. Dude, if you get lucky enough to get the shades, that's OP. Yes. I was like messing up over here trying to bring up the page, but yes. you guys had it covered. I'm like over here freaking out, like, why is it covering up Emblem, Gustav, and I? What's going on? I was hitting the wrong button.
Hell?
But yes, the shades. Okay, maybe it's worth to do a 10 spin on this thing if you don't have the shades.
There you go. This is cosmetic victory.
Right. But something that I've been looking forward to that I'm probably only going to do a few spins on just because kind of saving tokens, and I've also got the big brain Dagdaw. The Gamok level 2 has been added. I just want to know what the damage numbers on the increase for the beam barf are, because if they're big enough, like, I feel like you could hit 200k pretty easy if they scale it like they normally do. And I slightly hope they do, and then I'm slightly terrified if they do. Because that is kind of ridiculous how much damage that does.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. Like, on a bad game, I'm hitting like 120k. Or at least 80k guaranteed. So, you can hit a new Gundam for 18,000 in, just for charging your full beam thing for 2.5 seconds. Like, yeah. If it doesn't one-shot a new 100 to 0 for level 2, then I'm going to be surprised. So this thing could be big. And you can spin on it, because they do have a banner. So, if you don't want to spin for the Hyaku Shiki Kai, this is definitely not a bad 700. If you're a support player that does not have a 700, definitely solid.
I can't say I've really seen too many people rock it at 700 when I was doing my dailies the other day, though.
I just wonder if anybody's spinning for it, because it kind of got a bad name to begin with, and I don't know if too many people noticed that they buffed it to crazy, right?
I don't think we'll see. I mean, we'll see it, but because it's on the banner or whatever, probably for this week. But I don't think it'll increase its chances of being played or anything like that at the higher cost.
Maybe I'll even prompt another buff. Who knows?
Hey, I'll take that, because I mean, I've been using the 650 at 700 and just fine till the Dagdaw came out. So
Until the Dagdaw. Yeah, Dagdaw kind of made that thing irrelevant again. That's really unfortunate, actually.
I mean, I think they're two different playstyles, though, is the main thing.
One's just a better playstyle across the board, though.
Yeah, that's true. Where I don't know. Well, I mean, the Gamok is guaranteed damage for just YOLO queuing, whereas the Dagdaw is definitely more of the, I don't know, team play.
Yeah, not to mention it's just a lot more like light on its feet and just handles situations a little bit faster. Although I've seen people do the same kind of rolling cycles through, like the fart cloud, the shield beam, and all that other stuff. So I don't know, it's kind of a mixed bag.
Yeah, but I mean, either way, both suits are really good. I think the Game Monk, though, just being able to crouch and at least hit something in front of you for a good 4,000 damage, even if it's like a raid, is kind of disgusting. And then if you get the beam barf off, it's just like, even if it's a raid, you're like, okay, cool, you ran at me, but you took 8 to 10k.
Mm-hmm.
Have fun. But yeah. Also, quick other page that they had. They've been permabanning people. As a reminder, they're doing it. Raw.
It's happening. Ooh.
So, other than that though, we talked about the map. Simple battle can now be spectated, and also they added a thing: if somebody's getting hit, you can see who's in combat fighting each other, and then you can go to that section and see what's going on. So cool spectating features, which is really cool. I like that. Oh, also apparently the where the Shuzrum Diaz got buffed, the Char Dija was supposed to get the same buff to its backbinder.
Oh yeah, you guys are mentioning that they like buffed it accidentally or something the other day.
No, that was just. I think that was just a misunderstanding in chat, because they thought because the weapon name is the same, that it's the same weapon, but it's a sub weapon and they have different stats, so they're two different weapons.
Yeah. So the pre and post adjustment stats are changed quite less. It is not included in the parameter list. For details, please click here. So I can bring that up too. Oh, actually, that is the okay. That's when we get into buffs and nerfs anyway. We'll look at that. Then we went over the banners, premium stuff. I did not bring that up because for some reason it did not try to load.
I got a Zaku 3 the other day that I already had.
I got a Ricardo DS2 the other day after playing a Ricardo DS2.
Hey.
It's like my suit leveled up after the match.
The HML is going to be the first segment of next month, so a really good suit. It's definitely top tier for supports, so there you go. The Red Rider will be the second segment of the month, and then the Ricardo Diaz 2 will be the third segment of the month. So the potentially free suit, you can get Ricardo Diaz 2 by the end of the month. Woot woot. Definitely not bad. They buffed its Vulcans and it feels pretty good. I like it. I still, having a piercing heavy stun is disgusting. Then we have the recycle tickets, the Kapool, level 1 and 2. Pretty expensive. What do you think? Is it worth?
I mean, I impulse bought it, to be honest. I know there are a lot of people who are actually pretty aggressive with it. It does have a neat heavy stagger on it. The consecutive stuns can be a little rough to work with sometimes, but the 3 priority and the melee being, pretty serviceable. There are worse things that you could run, and the meatball is actually a little more common in just regular rated than I thought it would be, even more recently. So it's definitely not an oddball pick.
Yeah, it has a reliable build-up stagger that it can use while boosting, which is definitely not a bad thing.
I'm gonna go check the price of it real quick, because we're getting up there these days in ticket price stuff.
Yeah, it's just like on average in the 300s.
That's right. This is not the day after, so it's not up there right now. I'm dumb. Oh well. It should be. I mean, the EXS is 385, so probably somewhere around 380 at least. So, yeah, I do like that it has level 3 priority though. That's the thing I like about it. So. Then we have the DP store stuff, which is pretty awesome. I didn't have the level 2, or I didn't have the level 1. I didn't have one of them. Anyway. Oh yeah, also, by the way, I'm sorry. There is the Striker Kai level 3 added to the DP store, and it's been outscaled, so would not recommend spending tickets on that. And I think I said DP store, not RT shop, but anyway. Yeah. Especially for spending tickets, outscaling stuff, meh. Whereas in the DP store, the Full Armor Gundam and Gelgoog Cannon level 4 has been added, which if you want to just buy those for DP, sure, have fun.
Go for it.
But if you're
By all
doing tickets,
means.
I would save those. Just saying.
Yeah, we're getting to that point a lot too, where like the DP shop is outpacing the RT shop, and there's a lot where it's like, why would I spend anything on this when I could just wait for it to be in DP? And even if it is expensive there, like you'll probably still have a chance to get it anyway. Like whatever.
Right.
Yeah, just plan enough, you'll get to the point to where you can pretty much buy whatever suits you want for DP as well.
I will.
Those DP suits are still in the lotto, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. But the one thing that I have to complain about is the GM3 got added to the DP store, I think, last week. And it was one of the first suits. I was like, oh, yeah, that's awesome. It's a 2-star. Let's go. A solid suit for lower rank players that now need to be like ensign just to get 2 stars. I believe is what it was rank requirement. And I'm like, oh. So we finally got to that point, have we? So now when they put in new 2-stars, it's possible that you have to, like, they're no longer for new players. So that's kind of unfortunate. So, you guys think they're going to do a crunch like they did before? I know this kind of borders on speculation talk, but we're at the DP store anyway, so...
Honestly, they haven't done one yet, and we've been playing the game for years. So right now I'm going to lean towards no, but, you know, I think it probably wouldn't be a bad thing.
They did the part thing. When did they do the part thing where you could buy parts at any rank?
I think it was sometime last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's been about a year or so, I think.
Yeah, so like, I don't know. I wonder if they're going to finally move to where you can do that with suits at some point, because like, I don't know, some of these requirements and stuff, it's
a little silly at this point.
Yeah,
especially just with the sheer volume of those suits too, and the fact that a lot of them, they're serviceable, but I wouldn't say a lot of them have remained like pretty strong in the meta,
especially at the higher cost, right? Like, I feel like they need to do something else. Like they've been like, yeah, we're gonna help people who've been playing forever and give them these special suits that are more meta every now and then that they can buy for DP.
They did one or two, and then they didn't, and even then they were like softcore meta.
Yeah, or they were meta till like 3 weeks later when something just replaced them because it got power creep.
Well, that kind of stuff is just the nature of gacha, which is really unfortunate, but you know.
Yeah, honestly though, the suits that they were giving out weren't like bad, like you know, like you were saying, but for being able to buy it, whatever, even if it costs like could go trillion DP, those weren't terrible suit options by any means, for sure.
Well, when they did the Striker custom, for instance, that was amazing, but the thing is, eventually got power creep.
Yeah, and that's just gonna happen.
But at the time, though, it was actually really amazing. There was a couple of okay ones. Like the Deidre was solid, right? It wasn't game-breaking meta, but it was definitely, if you didn't have something and you've been playing for a while, it definitely rewarded you for, you know, like having bad luck and needing something, I guess. So, but, yeah, I hope they get rid of the rank requirement for these suits one day and do something else with the rank. I don't know what they would do, but yeah, because it's a little weird.
Yeah, because I think this shop where, you know, people who are newer at the game are going to be getting a lot of the older suits isn't really the best place to put the requirement there. I don't know. I guess they build progression somehow. Like, I get it, but at the same time, I think it's more gating than it is like, I don't know, maybe it's a motivator to play and to unlock those things, but How hard
I mean, that would be
for suits that are like super old. I don't know. It's interesting.
I mean, if it's just a DP cost, that's the same thing as like, you know, you're playing League of Legends and you've got to play the game to unlock the champion you want, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the DP cost is play the game so you can unlock the suit you want.
Yeah,
you got to play it a lot, but you got to play it.
They have 2 time gates on it, but currency and rating, or pilot score, rank,
and
whatever.
Even though we have medals, like ranking time is still like what for ensign? Like it's like here, play for 3 months to get that Shiki 0 that you want. Like that's, and I mean, it depends on how many hours people are playing too, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I at this point I'm getting more annoyed that they have the ranking than anything. But
yeah, because I think it's fair to make the players have to work towards it. I don't want them. I think it's just not have some kind of effort. But yeah, I think the ranking being doubled down on it, maybe a little bit.
Or like
at least lower it.
Yeah, do like a rank crunch or something for the suits that are actually available at each tier.
Maybe after they've been in the game for like, honestly, I think after they've been in for like over 6 months is too soon, but you know, maybe at least after it's been in the shop for a year, they should make it to where anybody can buy it. But
do you think they could do something else with rank though, rather than it just being a requirement to buy a suit? Could they just repurpose rank?
Honestly, why not? They could touch back on something they've done in Battle Operation 1 and do stuff with the pilot itself. Maybe things like raise the score to give you like the benefits, kind of like how the girls in Code Fairy had their own stats. Maybe something like that. The pilot that might be ranked based, but maybe that would be a little bit too strong. Maybe just ranking up would allow you to unlock more things for your pilot, or something like that. But I don't know. There's a bunch of different avenues that could go with
maybe
that.
like even a different version of what am I trying to say? Fucking how you get stuff for like platinum or like the rank thing itself, but it also just gives you more than just like a boost when you're in there.
Maybe they should just do it to where when you hit certain ranks or thresholds, they give you rewards. Like,
well, I mean that's already how it works with the.
Well, they do, I guess, with the promotion missions. But there's no like in between ones either, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Like games do stuff like that. Why just have it be at the promotions? Or maybe it's condensed all into one. I guess we have to look and see how much you get for each one again, or something.
I mean, you get like tokens and stuff, so it's not that bad.
Yeah.
So like, actually, I do like your idea with the like, what if it was just like the platinum medal and stuff instead of that, like, well, pretty much the same thing. You get like 1% better. I don't know, more DP, more CP. You know, the higher rank you get, the more end rewards you get, the more chance you have at a recon crate, the more chance there's maybe even the more chance you have at a better upgrade in the hangar or something. So I think that would be a good repurpose. That would be kind of cool.
I guess for starters, we're gonna have to see if they actually even do anything for ranked again.
Right.
Says I don't know if they're gonna let us know ahead of time or if it's gonna be in like an update post or something, but it's been kind of quiet after they did the last one, and I don't think they ever put a scheduled one in there again.
Wait, are you talking about
Like ranked itself?
Oh, okay. Well, I was just talking about like the the ensign rank or the captain rank or whatever. Like, yeah, like when you hit captain, you maybe have like a 5% chance at a great success kind of thing.
Yeah,
Is what
that'd be neat.
Yeah, and then like you have more DP rather than you get to buy suits that you probably don't care about because if you've been playing that long, you probably already have them all or most of them, right? Or you've just been unlucky and now you get to finally get the thing. And whereas some of the suits, now I do think the Shiki 0 is pretty solid, but like that would be cool for a new player to have as an option. because I don't think there's too much at that cost that they could really buy from the shop that does the role as good as it, or it's probably power creeped itself. So yeah. But yeah, anything else on the DP store or rank, anything like that? Or the Shiki Zero? It's pretty good, try it.
Yeah, that worked out. I'm glad that it's just more available.
Wait for the next raid.
Oof.
Then there were some bug fixes and stuff. One of them being the Dagdaw and its funnels apparently doing stuff. Oh yeah, that's what I literally commented on this while we were playing, and then it got patched. The funnels, I was like, and then my funnels went out and did nothing, and because my amplifier ended, and then they locked on and went out, and right when it ended and they went out, they just shot, but they just disappeared and did nothing to whatever it had. It tried to do something to, and I was like, what?
Oof.
I just kind of looked at it like, huh.
Yeah, the lock-on mark would stay on the screen, and I was like, okay, cool, thanks. And they just went out and did nothing, and then came back, and I was like, and then I had that stuck on my screen. I was like, okay, well,
the
that
funnels
was weird.
come back like they were there. Good job, go.
Pretty much. But yeah, that was the bugs for the most part. The only one that stood out to me there, and I clicked on the wrong thing, of course. Here we go. Clan stuff. Yeah. So what do we have? We have a weird time frame coming up.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, it's actually showing. Yeah, here we go. 2 a.m. next week on Friday. Oh wait, no, it's 2 a.m. Saturday. Okay, sorry, my bad. Yeah, it's actually saying, yeah, okay, so it is Saturday, right? Or is this wrong? Because I remember...
Yeah, it's Saturday, but it's just earlier in the day.
Okay, it is still Saturday?
Because it says Friday, but the date's for Saturday.
Oh, okay. That was weird.
Could be some weird translation nonsense.
Yeah, okay, so it is...
Let me double check, because I have it in the Discord. Okay.
The date is 2/4, so... No, that is Friday. Yeah, that's Friday. And it says Saturday.
The 4th, yeah. Okay, yeah, so it's Friday.
Okay. But it's 2 a.m. Yay. For Easter, for Pacific, sorry, Pacific. 2 a.m. Pacific.
2 PST.
So 5 a.m. Eastern.
Yep.
So I probably will not be doing that.
I will be there, but I'm just gonna be really fucked up for work.
I was gonna say I need to play some Tarkov that day or that night.
No, you don't. You don't need to play that game anymore.
I'll play some Tarkov. That way I'll be up for it.
Man, you have fun playing your video games, bud. If you wanna no life.
Oh.
I got cut off there.
Maybe. You want to be a loot rat in Tarkov? You do it up, bud.
Yeah. No big deal. But then after we get our late night one.
Yeah.
On the 12th.
And it's the last top 40th, except that it's on a really... It's fucking space again.
And we're on space again.
As another fucking space. 4v4. Ugh.
Is that the nighttime, like the decent time match? They gotta stop putting the space matches on the Western.
I also gotta start putting the 4v4 ones on. Like I kind of don't mind that, but like every time that happens, it's on a weird like setup that no one wants to do.
For real.
Also the what is it here? Arctic base 5v5 500 basic is the one on the 4th. So, have we seen the GM Spartan BD in the wild?
I've seen it.
What do you think of it?
Just got killed, so I mean, it wasn't anything crazy. It was like fleeting. It'd be hard to make any kind of notice about it. I was like, oh hey, it's I literally I don't think I said anything about it. I was like, oh hey, in my head I was like, oh hey, it's that suit.
Oh no!
About
Wow.
it. Like,
Oh yeah. Wait, is it 450 or is it 400?
Is it just not super great in your experience, or is it just that fast?
it just existed in the match. That was about it.
Is it 450 cost or is it 400? Because the websites
Is that
they
your commander?
are showing
Oh, boy.
both.
It's I'm hearing 400.
Okay. I was gonna say if it's 450, then it's gonna get outclassed pretty hard by the trainer and stuff. But 400, that's not too bad.
Yeah. It's doable.
Well, that's kind of oof. That's what I was kind of curious about. What's the word on the BD squad? But yeah.
BD Squad is tactical and very part of the course. It sure is a suit indeed.
That's some relevant stats though. The
No.
combo fall off is only 80% on the second swing, which is pretty
Yeah, that'll be
huge.
cool.
That's pretty
Side swing modifier is 100%, so it's full damage on neutrals and sides, and normal modifier for downswings. So they want you to side neutral side of that thing, or I guess you can't do a third one, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hold on, the site didn't translate for some reason, so I can't read anything. It's got its beam rifle. Looks like it focuses 8% stagger value on an uncharged, 30 on a full. Looks like you shoot 3 times before it overheats. Also has a bullpup it can use, as well as a hyper bazooka. Heat knife is 2300 damage. It has double beam guns. Stagger value is 20%. And it can fire 6 shots before they overheat. Wham!
That's nice.
Wham!
What the hell?
1000 damage. Fires 2 shots.
Wham.
And it's the same one that the other one has,
Yeah.
but he can guide it. Stagger value is 10% per missile. Smoke discharger. 50% stagger on the hand grenade. It has a hand grenade E. Has level 1 assault booster, evasion, balancer, combo controller 1, maneuver armor 1, anti-blast. Fucking crazy. That tiny little thing has anti-blast. But anyway, has left
Ridiculous.
shoulder pushing and jamming level 2. It's pretty bare as far as skill list goes.
But it has anti-blast. Let's go.
Check the boxes. Like, it got what it needs.
It's kind of what I figured a Spartan would normally be anyway, so.
Very Spartan.
But yeah, seems pretty solid at least. I mean, especially at 400, that's pretty good. Not bad. I guess probably want to use the Red Rider over it. I'm trying to think of what else. Maybe the close combat.
Yeah, CC probably be doable.
Definitely
feel
the
like-
Pixie.
Oh,
and
god.
something that got buffed right now, the assault type. I'll definitely be trying that out over this thing because
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Do you want to get into that like now, or do you want to wait?
I was gonna say that's the next thing is buffs and nerfs.
Yeah,
so
speaking of which-
anything on the BD or we segue and
Oh, boy.
yeah,
Might as
pro
well segue. It's still a clan suit. It looks like it's fine. There are probably better options, but if your clan is getting in there and they got them sweats and got that clan suit, congratulations, and use your suit occasionally. That's one of those suits right now where people see it like, oh, this guy's a badass, and they'll let you run it, and then they realize you're just another raid.
Yeah, right. Okay, so buffs and nerfs. Real quick, we'll go through the previous buffs and nerfs. If you guys have used any of these suits, go ahead and interrupt me as I go down this. And,
I thought it could actually.
Or if you have any extra thoughts on what you've
That's
seen
cool,
from these
extra
from the previous month,
ammo and stuff and something like that.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm gonna be speedrunning this.
Rap God.
So the first one, Ashimar, definitely got some quality of life with its base stats and flying around and whatnot, and the downswing, right? It was the melee modifier, and then the large beam while it's transformed and not is harder to hit objects on the map, right? That's what they did. Yeah, so it's beam, so you won't clip things as much. But yeah, looking pretty good. As predicted with its stats, definitely went up at every cost. Was expecting a little bit better win rate on some of these, but fair enough. At 650, you can only expect so much. Damage definitely went up because now you can punch a bit harder. Other than that, though, BD3 is the next one. Feeling good. Can recommend trying this thing out for sure. 51% win rate, where the normal base average is 50 at its base cost, and 50.6 where the base average is 50.5 at 550. So can definitely recommend trying this thing out now. It feels good at every cost that it exists. Gaining that health, gaining some resistance, turning speed, and them lightening up the nerfs essentially by, I don't know if it's necessarily like reversing them or just giving it better buffs or whatever from the exam level 2. And then, what is it, the consecutive attacks, they lowered the penalty for that with its melee weapon. Zaku 1 GS, I'm curious if you guys have anything to say about this one, but still seems pretty meh to me.
Yeah.
But it did get buffed, so if you like it, cool.
People have been running it more. I've been seeing it more often.
Nice.
And the
Downswing chunks.
yeah, I was gonna say the fucking downswing's a nuke now. It's disgusting. People are just thirsting for it.
It looks gross because that's the only damage increase, and it went up by about 8k. It went up by what?
I mean,
No, it went up by about 11k average
man.
damage done with this suit.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Zaku to GS a little bit.
I might have to check this thing out. Holy crap.
It's got some shit going on.
Yeah, it's 8k over the average damage done at its base cost, and
It's kitted to the teeth. I mean, it's got a lot going for it. Like, I don't think it's in a bad spot.
okay. I've been still being like, it's kind of meh, but maybe that's my support hubris just blowing the thing up still. I could try this out again. That looks pretty cool. That's a lot of downswing damage if it's going up by that much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Next we got the raids. The Rick DS2 got some assault boosters, yay. And the main thing is it's got a faster reload of its heavy stun double barrel mega particle or mega beam
Very
stun
relevant.
prototype.
It feels like it's always up when you need it now.
Oh yeah,
really
that
nice.
is huge, and it pierces. And
That's
then,
nice too.
20 range on the Vulcans, and the stagger value is now the same as the MLRS. So they're same thing as the GBO2's Vulcans, which is also amazing. Win rate and everything went up as predicted, and damage is above average. Looking really good. Can recommend trying that suit. Feels good. Feels good, man. And again, we might be getting it. Well, if you're far enough along, there's a chance you get it for free this month if you get far enough in your missions.
Mm-hmm.
So potential free monthly suit. Ag, I still don't know why they buffed it at level 1 at the same time as level 2, but it got a buff, and funny enough, I guess people decided to try it that didn't really play it because they're not used to its drill going crazy and aiming it. So its stats went down overall. Its damage went down by 5k, even though it got a buff.
Yeah, because it sucks. It's bad.
It's amazing.
It's an awful suit.
You could 100 to 0 any suit in the game.
You gotta get there first, and it's bad.
So you got maneuver armor, you got dodge roll, you got a long dick beam, you got
It also
your
has
missiles
shitty
that you
scooting
can fire
movement.
every 10
It's
seconds
bad.
now that can stun from a mile away.
It's not good.
Oh, I mean, it's just
It's
hard to
poo-poo,
use.
which is
Get
why
used
it's
to your
bad.
scooting. It's amazing.
Nobody's got time for that. We're all grown ass people. Don't act like that's some shit.
Hey, we're here to play the easy to bunga. Like the Zaku one, am I right?
Oh my gosh.
Daku still needs that fucking maneuver armor buff.
The act guy at 200 is now the easy bunga.
Magnum, I don't know what's going on, but like your mic is like shrieking every once in a while. There's like a weird peak or something that's happening. Like it's like breaking up and then it comes back.
Oh. Am I coming through on yours like that, Emblem?
I haven't noticed, but I mean, I'm a dunce, so who knows?
I will make a note marker and check that here. I have no clue. But yeah, a Freak Kai. Let me know when it happens, and I'll be looking at the playback for the.
Yeah, I'll let you know when it happens again. That way you can just hit a marker.
See if I see a peak on my end, because I've got it recording my actual bar over there where my mic is.
Because it's really brief, but like it just hits on the headphones really hard. I'm just like, what?
Okay. But anyway, a Freak Kai. Yeah, definitely needs some help. Still needs more help. It's still dying a lot. And well under average. Damage went up a little bit though. For its base cost, looking okay. Still dying a lot, but base cost decent. I feel like that suit still needs help though. And then here's the Shardija thing, where they increased the damage for its double binder beam cannon by 100. And they also showed the stats, so it's definitely went up a little bit. Looking good. And then we have the support. Also, chat's saying it's fine on their end over here. So, I don't know if that's a Discord thing. Might be a Discord thing. Gun cannon mass production. Law, they buffed it. It's kind of funny. At its base cost, it getting all those quality of life stuff, actually looking pretty good. Still below average across the board just because it's got power creeped into oblivion, even at 300. But, yeah, it also needs more buffs. If they're going to do that, do more. Shuzum Diaz, the New Zealand variant. Feeling pretty good now. If you're looking at the stats across the board, it's well above average. Actually, I think a contender for a good suit to use. Like, that, yeah, damage buffs are nice.
I thought it was already a fine support, just had hitbox problems.
I felt like the damage was a little bit lacking, and now it I don't know. It's about where it needs to be. I think at 550 compared to what we've been getting. I think it needed a little bit more oomph.
Mm-hmm.
But it just had too many weapons that you pretty much had to swap through, and some of them just did nothing compared to others. So then again, I guess it's one of those things, like if it's balanced, it's not as good, right? Because I mean, it felt more like Gallus K. You had a couple of stuns that you would do, and then that was it. Now it's every weapon's effective. Go have fun. So 550 definitely looks good. 600 maybe. I still think 650 it's still lacking though. Hama Hama. Looking back at it, it is amazing now. Go try it. It's a lot of fun to play. The damage didn't really. Hey, you can stun with its main weapon now. It needed to stun with its main weapon, for goodness sake. But yeah, you can also knock things out of the air like the Virulent Custom, which is hilarious because it's made to hunt you down. You're just like, pew pew pew. Okay, I'm gonna go do something else.
Yeah,
So.
we start giving high stagger build up to a bunch of suits. You really feel that 80% when you're in the air.
Yep. And then the meme, Zamo got buffed.
Yeah. The meme dream machine.
Win rate went up across the board, which is hilarious. Though its damage, the funny thing is by the way, 700 cost average damage for supports 82,000. Yeah, 82,000. So if you can't hit 80k average, you're below average at 700 support life. 75k for 650. That's why the game mark level 2 is awesome. Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
I just had to. I just had to.
The old Game Walk advocate.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway. But yeah, that's last month's. Now this month's. Let's get into it. Kian Eos. So we got 1,000 health, giving it 15,000 health. Thrusters went up from 55 to 60. The downswing for its melee was increased. Emblem, if you could bring that up. The cooldown time
I've already got all the stats pulled up.
Awesome. Between the bayonet shot is 0.8 instead of 1 second, and the ASL was increased for its bayonet. So what's that damage increase on that downswing? Because that thing hits everything.
10%, so overall 20 if you hit both.
Pretty good. It's a ridiculous downswing. You knock down everything in front of you. Overall, it is at a 47.4 win rate right now. 46 to 51 is the average for its rival. 50.8 is the average for just win rate. And it's down by about 3,000 for its base cost for damage. As far as how many times it's died, that's about right. I'm actually curious to see if the health is going to put it well under that. Because, you know, its shield is a shield.
One thing to point out, this little beam gun, the time between shots got reduced by 0.2 seconds.
Yeah.
Where they said the exact value or not.
Yeah,
oh, they do. Okay.
0.8 from 1 second, yeah.
Cool. Okay.
But, what do you guys think of the Gian EOS? Have you guys stopped seeing it? For the most part, I see one every now and then. I know one person who definitely plays it a lot, but that's about it.
I've seen it a little bit more when we were doing practice and stuff. We actually had some people that were doing pretty well in it. I was a little surprised by that. But outside of that, it hasn't been like a huge resurgence, but more common than not at all, like it was before.
So if nothing else with that, the next suit, I think this is big, and I'm curious to see if we see some big numbers coming out of this. The White Dingo GM Sniper 2 now can focus its beam rifle while moving.
Yeah.
That is completely changed this suit entirely, because you get stunned normally, but now you get your big damage buff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they also increase focus accumulation.
Yeah, and this is big too. So before a charge shot had a 10% stagger value, they increased it to 80.
Whoa! What's its Vulcans?
Hold on. Buffs are on the bottom of the page. I have to scroll up a lot. 3%.
So 8 after that?
Yeah, that's not much.
Not too bad, yeah. So the other thing is, what's the damage increase for its focus firing now, though?
I don't think they changed it, but...
Oh, sorry, never mind. They didn't change the focus firing, but they changed what is its base, and then also what's the heat rate changed to now?
That violent scrolling.
The scroll wheel.
Reduced by 5%, so it was 95, now it's 90.
I mean, if you're just gonna charge and shoot, what's the damage increase though? Because the main thing with that gun was its base damage a while back got increased significantly, and the level 1, the level 2, and the level 3 have crazy scaling. It's 400 flat damage from level 1 to the level 3 rifle, and just having the rifle kind of made it viable. And now being able to pretty much have a charge it's only what, a 3-second focus time, and you can move with it.
Mm-hmm.
That is gross. So what's the damage from non?
So just to be clear, the charge and the non-charge are both higher. So it's 50% on a non-charge, 80% on a full. Damage base is 1600 uncharged, goes to 24 with a full charge. and your damage increases by 200 each level. So you cap out at 2,000 base at level 3 with a 2640 on a full charge. That hits at 810 meters away.
Yeah, that's pretty big. Yeah, I'm curious to see if we see this a lot, and that's going to be, I don't know, just changing.
Trying to do. I still see people that love their white dingo.
Oh yeah, I know a couple people who's going to be insanely happy about this change.
Again, another seed that we saw once or twice during practices. People just walking up with that thing. It definitely is nice considering that it also has a lower speed than some of the other suits that are generals at that cost, because it's still a little like pseudo supporty. So just being able to walk around and like hit corners and then just move on and do your stuff a bit faster for getting into position is pretty satisfying.
I think too, this is one of those suits that if you're not really playing kind of mid-ranged, it's kind of a mistake, because I mean, you've got the melee capabilities.
Shit, like beforehand, right? People were using that like it was a fucking bow and arrow. They would just fucking on the spot see somebody, hold it for a second, and then whenever they were able to loosen and stun someone, they just move in and do their melee. It wasn't super fast, so like I said, if you were spaced a little bit too far away, they'd still just like roll away before you finish your approach. But this just makes that even easier, because you just have that in your pocket until you actually see them, and then you just bam and then do your shit. So that's a very satisfying adjustment that they did. But like, that sets a precedence, and we were joking during the stream that they should do that for the regular gym sniper.
Right.
But I feel like most suits that have stuff like that should probably do it. I'm sure they wouldn't do it with the Yeah, I mean that'd be nice. Gun cannon would be hilarious.
I don't know why
they're handheld as it is, so like I don't know why the hell they got to stop. That's dumb. Especially when you have the detector that does the same kind of shit and it can move and fire. So like that should just be a thing at this point. You're still gonna have to commit stance for the cannons, so just let it move with the rifle.
Please. And then also get rid of the rigidity time so you can actually use the missile variant of the gun cannon.
Man, that might make the gun cannons like extra scary again. Could you imagine charge shot, full charge beam rifle?
Well, shit, if you're gonna get rid of the rigidity time for that, you'd have to do it for the full armor Gundam too, since it only has the one by comparison.
Well,
unless you're just saying to shorten the rigidity time and to get rid of it entirely.
Yeah. I mean, like, because the problem right now is the missile variant. The what was it called? MSL?
Yeah, the SML.
Or SML. Yeah, there we go.
The
problem is if you fully charge, you got to sit there first. If they get rid of that, cool. But either way, right now you're like, pew, and so they're stunned, and then you're like, swap. And then your guy's still going through the animation. You've already swapped on your screen, and then, as far as the button press.
Yeah.
But then it's like, okay, now I've swapped. And by then they're already boosting away.
Now I'm ready.
And, you still got that little ready up bar, and then you can fire, and they're already around the corner moving away. If you were just like, pew, swap, like using that as a cannon stun.
Yeah.
Where normally you're playing it, you do the cannon stun, swap to the beam rifle, then shoot. You can't do the reverse with the missiles, so it's weird. You have to do the
I did it again.
You do the missiles as your cannon, and then when they finally get stunned by the build-up, then you swap and shoot them in the legs. So that would be cool if they changed that. But yeah. Anyway, as far as the White Dingo though, feeling good. Definitely can recommend trying this thing out now. If you were playing it prior, then this is your day. This is your time. Go enjoy it. Now we have the raids. So the next one we have is Hallelujah. The Pixie LA gained 1,000 HP to 16,500 from 15,500. The assault booster went to level 3, and then for its beam gun, the heat percentage went from 60 down to 50%. And it has a 0.8 second cooldown time instead of 1 second between shots. And then it has the ×2 beam saber gaining 100 damage, which is kind of scary. And the change time has been shortened. So
It's half a second now instead of 0.77.
woot woot. So I think the damage will go up, but I definitely needed more health. I'm just curious if this is going to be enough. What do you think of the suit emblem with that change? Do you think that's enough, or?
We'll see. Making it more tanky always helps because it makes your ability to get in more consistent. I think the biggest change will be the beam saber ready up time. Because again, I know you can do it, but the combo always felt kind of tight when you're using the scythe, which I still think is the better of the two options, unfortunately.
Oh, for the LA.
Just because it does burst damage. But yeah, just being able to ready it up quicker on your follow-up swing will be huge. Because you're literally going to be racing like those fractions of a second trying to get the last hit in because of the scythe itself. So I think it'll be fine.
If nothing else for the Pixie, then we got the Gaz El Growl. Yeah, I don't know. Having a heavy attack, it felt like it was kind of okay, but I didn't know it was dying this much apparently. But
Rate sounds like rate problems to me. That thing's nasty.
Yeah, I was gonna say because like it was doing fine and it was pretty common even in competitive stuff. So like, I'm surprised they even bothered
I saw
with
it.
it.
On the list. I was like, what the hell? Why?
What happened?
So now it's shoulder buffer. I was gonna say its shoulder buffer is now level 3, so that should be 30% reduction. That's terrifying. It gained 1,500 health, so now instead of 17.5k, it's now a base of 19,000.
2050 at level 2.
Which, wait, what?
Sorry, I was just saying like the numbers real quick. It's 20,500, but
Oh my goodness.
Disgusting.
Oof. Okay. I am scared of this thing, and that's at 550 cost. Remember, we were just kind of joking about the Shiki Kai having a bit lower health than expected at 600. So yeah, this. I mean, also this is a raid, so it probably needs a little bit more health, of course, because raid life. But still, its shoulder isn't that big, and it is big enough to get hit, but it's not big enough to really.
well, the big things too is they just did stuff to make it more durable. None of the weapons or anything got changed, so obviously it's not an issue if it's kit. It's just again, I just talked about the raid problems. You know,
Well, its damage is above average though, but its win rate and its
it's nasty.
loss rate is definitely a bit lower.
It's definitely not like the craziest of the heavy swings. So I guess compared to other things at that cost range, or just like Rigazis in general, maybe it's not chucking as hard just because it's not carrying as much distance when it's just trying to commit in there. But yeah, it should still be really serviceable. It should still be really gross.
Oh, okay, I can see why here. I was gonna say, to me it just felt very Gazelle, but higher cost by default.
I will say that I like the weapons on the regular L better. I don't really like the missiles that much.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't have to do
cannon
the
blast
commit
down
stance,
was
right?
pretty. Yeah, you do.
You do have to do the commit stance for the stun.
That's why they suck. Because you're talking about the travel rate on those, and the fact that you have to hit with a decent amount of them. That's not like the Rigazi customs missiles or anything weird like that.
I don't know. I think
So,
so,
like-
dagger on
Like the beam cannons or whatever are just faster. And
So,
like
but you do
since
the
they
commit
built up
stance,
the yeah.
Okay,
yeah, but
so
they
both
fire really
beams
quick.
and
They
missiles.
stun really fast. I don't know. I think they're
Most of the time, I see people use them as a follow up as opposed to like an extra stun. So I don't know.
yeah. I mean, there's that too. But they're good for base damage too. Like I don't know. I think the
Okay.
Gazes across the border decent enough. Like they're nice.
But it does have more health by default. At the same cost, it just outright the
Yeah, 'cause
Gazelle
it's
has
chunkier.
20,000. So Yeah, I could see that being a change. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense now after seeing the normal Gazelle having. Yeah. Okay. I can deal. Okay.
I was gonna say, either way, it's not gonna get used that much because still don't even see it that often now.
Good.
Shit, give me one. I'll use it.
G-Line Assault, though, I will definitely use this. I love this thing. It's main thing here. It got damage control 1, which is amazing.
Good one. Give it back to the frickin' Dolahan. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Shield break. Stance mastery. Chance mastery. What?
Chance.
Level 1. Chance. But yeah, it has shield break mastery and damage control on top of its offense system, maneuver armor, and everything else. Let's go, dude. The G-Line Assault is scary, and it also gained 3 seconds for its reload time, so now it's 12 seconds instead of 15 on its main cannon. Pretty cool. Go ahead.
Oh, just agreeing. Pretty
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, I think this is going to be terrifying now because you're just going to have damage because you can get away with it. So its damage was a little bit less. Yeah, I think this thing's a beast now, especially at 400. I don't know too much the higher you go from there, but at 400, I think it's definitely contender for something to definitely use and try out. That could compete with like a Red Rider or anything else that has a heavy attack. What do you think, Emblem?
Maneuver armor 2 would have been nice.
Yeah.
Oh, it still doesn't have that?
Nope.
No! Okay, well, it still sucks. Never mind.
Wah.
I take back everything I said. No, yeah, it definitely needs maneuver armor 2. I think that's essentially what damage control 1 does.
But just like across the board, as opposed to just. I don't know. Specifically for movement would be nice, yeah.
Yeah, if it had both, then this thing would be completely disgusting.
It'd be a juggernaut. I mean, it'd be like playing a bull and oak.
I mean, it's already gonna deal with using a fucking sneeze gun. Like, why not?
Yeah, that's true. Even though I love the shotgun. But yeah, definitely one to try out, at least. Specifically at 400.
Mm-hmm.
Offense system feels good on
400 at 400 range. That's like disgusting because it doesn't have to deal with a lot of other weird shit going on. Man.
Yeah, I think after that though, it's probably 450. It's
450. It's like Jettas are just like hello.
Yeah, 500 is like probably shouldn't.
It'll be fine at level 1 though, for sure.
Yeah, level 1 is probably gonna feel really good. I like how at level 4 they gave it reaction booster program level 1, which I think is for its like using less boost or something.
I thought, wasn't that the weird turn speed thing they get?
Oh yeah,
or is this
that's right.
Else?
Maybe that's it. Either way, they didn't really touch level 3 and level 4 all that much. Really, I would say at all. So, and those are the two costs that it looks like it needs a lot of help, like 9,000 damage down from the average, and 14,000 at level 4 down from the damage. I'm like, yeah, that needs a lot of help. That's not going to save it up there. But yeah, other than that though, 400 cost, try it. Next is the Goku Vertex. Shield break stance mastery for its tiny shield that I didn't know existed.
It's like, it has a shield?
Up on the emblem screen.
Nope.
Then again, assault booster level 2 at level 1. The special leg buffer level 2. And then at level 2 again, assault booster level 3.
What is this?
I'm glad they have assault booster now, so they can still give out their generic upgrade package, but it looks better because it's assault booster and not quick boost and fucking leg shot.
Right, I know. Like everything's had assault booster.
They got yelled at for it. You know that's what that
Oh,
was.
this doesn't have enough assault booster. Let's just go ahead and buff that.
Oh
Boy,
shit!
that's a keeper. I mean, it's a good skill. Don't get me wrong.
It's definitely noticeable. Like when I go to jump in certain raids, I'm like, oh, I'm already going. Okay. Oh, they didn't stop me. They didn't boot? No. All right, then I'm good. Let's go.
For the arm beam gun, heat rate went down from 25% to 20%, and the ASL size was increased, so you can get a bit more shots and easier shots out with that. Then the beam lancer gained 200 damage. That's its double beam sabers, from 2300 to 2500, and which, considering there's two, that's crazy. And the consecutive attack resistance has been increased. So, what do we have now for that stat, Emblem?
Yeah, so it went up from 70 to 80 on the second swing, and from 49 to 64 on the third.
So he got nerfed, actually.
No. The combos do more damage.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, you have less to fall off. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought, but then, yeah, okay, I got myself confused here the other day.
Oh shit, that's right. This charges.
So that's nice. That's good. Because I was like, are they just wanting you to downswing? Is that why they did this? Because I thought the damage was a pretty big increase. For them to increase it, I was like, I thought the fall off meant that it was going from like whatever to 80% meant that was how much it was reducing it. And I was like, oh no. But okay, that works. Yeah, what do you think about that one, Emblem?
The suits, I think the suit's nice. Like, I like the vertex on release. So any adjustments they make to it is pretty nice. I wish I got more matches in it, but I really don't play it as much as I should. But I think just like we were talking about before, I think the vertex is one of those like good skill suits. Heavy attack is definitely relevant at higher costs now, but I mean,
this thing's got the responsiveness to foil a lot of that, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, you pretty much have all the tools you need to get any job done at any range. So it really just comes down to making sure you're approaching fine and just doing things properly. But I mean, you have really good build-up stagger with the Gerbera Tetra rifle. You have an instant stun that you charge with the Gerbera Tetra rifle. You have high build-up on your beams that you can follow up after a Gerbera Tetra burst if you don't stun. You like have a really good, like once they're stunned and you do a downswing, you have a really decent like damage push with missiles when you're like backing off. If you don't just switch to your other sword and just smash them into the floor, like you have really good stuff. You can buffer through the tackle with the 180 spin. Like you just got a bunch of really good tools at your disposal. The big issue, which I could probably see why people who are running it may have been running into, is as usual with Gogoog's hitbox problems. The thing is big shoulders, which is interesting that they didn't raise the shoulder buffer. What is it at right now? Maybe it's already at level 3 or something. Who knows?
I can check.
Yeah, it's probably just hitbox issues.
I will say, I think the biggest problem that the suit has there with what you were mentioning was, yeah, you definitely want to use the Gerbera Tetra rifle.
It just has backbinder and legs.
Oh yeah, the Tetra rifle is a gross.
Oh yeah. Because the backbinder is the.
Oh, that's right. It's the big goofy,
the backbinder is the 3 Gelgoog
is the big
stuff,
shoulders. Yeah, that's right.
So it is 30%.
I forget the big goofy shoulders are an extra pair of
They're
shoulders.
wings, shoulder wings.
Oh yeah, also the damage control 2 plus the maneuver armor level 2 is gross. And now it has double dodge roll if you want to take use of that instead of its turning around thing. Yeah, I like it. I still like the Vertex. I just kind of want them to buff the Gatling and, give the quest that Gatling instead, for goodness sake. But anyway. But yeah, that's the last one of the raids. Any other thoughts on the Vertex though? Gustav, did you have anything for that one?
No, I mean it's really fast. I like it. I don't use it again, like Emblem said. I don't use it as much as I probably should because I kind of struggled with it in the beginning. But I've had some good space matches in it in particular. So having that just get touched up on even more, all power to it. Mind that at all.
Yeah, I think 600 is going to feel really awesome in the suit now, because considering where the numbers were, and 650 though it probably still needs some help. Which I just wonder if where they're coming out with one cost for suits now, if they might just stick to that, and they're kind of going to just let higher level suits just start dwindling a bit more.
I was kind of goofing on it, and it does kind of seem like they might just be doing it for the sake of having people like roll harder on the extended banners when they actually come out with new levels, because I don't think they won't be level boosted, but I think having them just at one cost kind of helps them level out what they'll scale them to when that happens.
Right.
So I think there is a bigger excuse outside of just the extra money, but
Tinfoil
still
hat.
probably
Oh,
yeah. That's still a factor. I don't doubt that for a second.
Okay, so the next thing we have is the Yogu Cannon JN, which is another suit that I complained about, though I thought it had a lot of potential as an actual sniper suit that snipers have been wanting forever. And with this buff, they might just have it. So 1000 health, which is always nice for supports. They actually gave it special leg buffer, which it didn't have to begin with. So level 1. The precision sniping skill, the cooldown time between shots has now been shortened. Emblem, if you have that number.
Yeah, I can see that.
Handy.
It says it was 50%. Now it's 25.
Okay, then that would mean I've actually got the suit. I can check that. So okay, because it didn't feel like it was much, but I could tell that it was longer. So that translates to. Okay, I know I've got the suit. Did I not mark it? Where is it at? Team? Hello? Team?
What happened?
No, where is it? I know I've got the suit. Oh, it's 500 cost. Duh, never mind. I'm looking at 550.
Can't find a scope dog.
Here we go. The support scope dog. Here we go. Okay, so that's 1.7 seconds cooldown time. I don't have any. Yeah, I don't have any. Okay, yeah. So instead of being, that's a weird number, but yeah, instead of being 50% longer, which is essentially like what 2.5 seconds at that point, now it should be about 2 seconds roughly, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, a little bit over that. That's not bad. The main thing though with this is that the beam rifle itself also got buffed. The power is increased by 30, which I'm wondering if it being increased just by 30 is so that you actually break legs more consistently. Like if that was the number, like they were testing it out and they also increased the leg break damage. And they were like, well, we just need to give it a little bit oomph. But the range increased by 50 to 500 meters. The power resistance, so the damage to legs was increased. The focus shooting damage was increased. The range was increased for focus shooting. And the focused damage to legs was increased. So if you have those numbers...
Yeah, so the damage when... Did it show the full charge damage?
No.
Okay, damage for full charge is 2600 at level 1, 2750 at level 2. It got a 0.2% or 2.2 times increase, so it went from 1.1 for leg damage to 1.3. Range went up by 50 for both focus and unfocus. It's like a level 1 full unfocus is 500, so now it's 650, and I'm gonna just increase by 5 at level 2 like usual.
So what's its wait, so its damage versus legs uncharged is what? Just 1.3, and it's 1.3 across the board for the Focus 2?
For both.
Okay.
It was the same for both the whole time. They just made it higher.
Okay. And then the other thing is they increased the effect of the spot time.
Yeah, it's been doubled. It's 15, or it was 15 seconds, now it's 30.
Oh, wow, that's actually... Oof. That's interesting. I thought it was going to be the same as the Isaac right out or now, and it was like less than that. And the ASL has been increased as well. But yeah, hopefully we finally have a leg breaker supports sniper suit that
actually does it.
Yeah.
Sounds better than the Isaac already.
Yeah.
You know, I had the chance to instantly buy the 450 Isaac, and I bought it, and so far,
mistakes were made.
Haven't lost a game in it.
Nope, mistakes were made.
OP, let's go.
Hot doo doo.
So good. Anyway,
out potentialed. Sorry, keep going.
Oof. But anyway, but yeah, hopefully this is actually the sniper suit that we've been needing for a long time.
I mean, like, for a good while, the Sniper Custom kind of held that cornerstone, right? Just because of how gross the output was at that cost range. And this seemed like they were going to try to do that again, and then it was just so, like, underwhelming.
Yeah.
So it's nice that they put it back up.
Oh my god, yeah. There we go, unnerf the gunner, please.
Gunner Gundam needs it just because it literally has nothing else. And let it move while charging. Oh my god.
Yes.
None of that's a thing that they can do.
Too strong. Can't do it.
Oh my gosh. Says the raid main.
Disgusting.
Too strong. No, sir.
Give it a piercing heavy stagger.
Now this I'm pretty hyped about. Oh, piercing heavy. Ooh. This I'm pretty hyped about. Full armor, Type B. Heat percentage has been lowered from 30 to 25 on its triple beam rifle. Overheat has been shortened to 15-second reload, and the stagger amount is increased to what, Emblem?
From 10 to 20%.
Wow.
Can it actually shoot 5? Yeah, it should 5 times. Yes! Let's go! So you actually stun on your overheat, which I guess you would really want to shoot your cannon, maybe do the missile vomit, and if your missiles didn't stun them, since they got buffed for doing that, then your beam rifle should do that. Which is kind of
help. Suit is not scary at all, so that's good.
Yeah, this thing might actually be a contender to be played at 500 now, rather than laughed at.
Not at all. Yep. There's some people who played it, but
it's not suggested.
Right.
That's not those free lunches that you send
Perhaps
like, I shall feast as a raid tonight.
I say that as the support. I'm like, oh, hey, I can go bully that in my Zusa. Let's go. Oh, you're stunned. Oh, you're stunned again. Oh, you're stunned again. You're stunned again. You're stunned again. Okay, I'm about out of stuns. Let me knock
You're just
you
getting
over.
like, now I'm just getting bored.
Your fight's taking too long. The generals will show up by then. You gotta kill it quicker. Yeah.
I mean, no, they look over and they see it's a support, like there's support on support violence going on, and they're like, oh, okay.
They turn the other way. Like,
yeah, they're like
fighting.
That's not a raid. I'm going over here. See, that's why you're safe to bully another support.
Raid?
Yeah.
Raid?
Bongo bongo? Disgusting. Must be purged.
So
just everyone like, this isn't a fighting game. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, that's my existence in this game. I just want to shoot.
Yeah, Magnum's playing Tarkov. I'm playing Street Fighter. What are you talking about?
Pretty much. Until I play a raid. And then the full armor Thunderbolt got buffed, and I was like, yes, I can finally play a raid the way I want to. Yeah. But anyway, and then the Rigazee came out. Now I cried.
Yeah.
All my shields, I just explode.
Swept you over like that.
I do not see the MLRS anymore, like at all.
Oh, the MLRS too. Well, I was talking about the full armor Thunderbolt, but either way,
I mean, that
like
too,
in space games, because like at 500, I'm fine. But at 550, where the like Rigazee exists, it's just like from downtown.
Boo boo.
And I have like 2 health, or he's coming back to finish me off, one or the other. Because you're all shields in every direction, and it doesn't matter if it hits a shield; it goes straight to your body. But anyway, normally blowing up those shields and allowing the generals to be like raid.
Oh.
But anyway, back to the support at hand. The missile launcher, speaking of that thing, got buffed. 20 damage per missile, which is pretty significant actually, considering how many you shoot and vomit out. And also, hopefully they'll hit less environment on the map. Hallelujah, please. And reduce blur, which is the recoil, which I still don't hardly feel in this game at all.
Shake reduction when shooting.
Yeah. So that'll feel good.
It'll probably still be a free launch. I'm looking forward to seeing people play it. So
I'm definitely going to be doing that. I'll probably try it. If there's a cost for it after this, I'll probably be playing it, and then I'll probably cry tonight a little bit.
Oh boy, Mandom's throwing again. What are you doing?
Oof. Hey man, I got pretty good with that missile. It's not too bad.
You'll be able to build up a lot easier now, though, so that will be relevant. So it'd be good.
But let's see. The last suit, which got only 1 buff, which I'm very questioning. Like, we'll check what the numbers were. But the Easy 8 weapons rack power was increased from 900 to 950. The range was increased from 350 meters to 400, and the focus time has been decreased to 4 seconds, and the focus power has been increased. The heat percentage for focused was lowered, and the range for focused was increased. And other than the 50 damage for its base power, I don't see anybody using it for the focus fire unless it's like beginning of the match fight things, if you want to start off with that instead of something else, because you've got your cannon, so I don't know why you really would. And also, the beam rifle is just so good for just follow-up damage. Like, literally, once I realized it had 1 second cooldown between shots, I was just like, cannon, pew, 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 and just not worry about anything else. And then I would cannon, machine gun cannon, then when it's off cooldown, or when it's done overheating, cannon, pew, 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 and you just get so much extra damage. Or if you just actually play good and don't spam it like I do, you don't overheat it, and you just keep shooting shots in between your cannon shots. But what is the numbers for the focus? Because who knows, it might be good now.
Yeah, so it just got increased by 50, just like the regular shots at level 1. So it's 1150 now. With a focus charge. Level 2 goes up to 1300, and level 3 goes up to 1450.
So it's still a DPS loss.
Yeah, focus range is just 50 on the focus range, so it's 500 instead of 450. And the heat rate went down to 85%. I don't know if it was on there.
Yeah, I didn't actually say the heat rate. So yeah, it's literally just for 4 seconds, and you're only gaining 200 damage. Like, and since you can fire once every second, like, doing that literally is just losing you big DPS, and you've already got a cannon to stun people. I mean, other than literally the first fight of the game, there's not really much of a reason to charge this. I mean, I guess there's ace matches too, where everybody, let's sortie together when that happens.
Oh god. Let's doom one person to die. Okay.
Oh yeah, when that happens too, that's always funny. When somebody makes that call.
That's pretty much what that is.
Yeah.
You might as well just put the little like smile command or whatever.
Yeah, it's like
let's all sortie together, smile, death.
Yeah. One guy's left. Let's sortie together. Like, you should have it like ability to emote your suit so that it just shakes its fist at the
like,
sky.
damn you! No.
Let that guy die. Yep, sounds about right. Hey, you should have died with the rest of the team. Probably spawned a place anyway. You deserve it.
You called in artillery, didn't pay attention to how many, and then you spawn in, you get in your suit, you turn. Let's sortie together.
Fuck.
Okay. But anyway, that's the buffs and nerfs. Woo! So, any other thoughts on the buffs and nerfs?
Pretty good.
Much
I
needed
mean,
raid buffs.
the good thing is that they're still being consistent enough with these unit buffs that you're actually seeing them get rolled out. And people are actually giving them a shot. So some of them are just flat out being ignored despite the buffs. Because that was always kind of a fear with that, is that they were like, we're gonna adjust it, and then no one's gonna try it, and just be like, well, it's either gonna be the same or the stats are gonna be worse, because now they're actually like observing them to see for the next one.
We just need more goof buff notes. Like, people were just using the heat rod.
Y'all are just too
not
fucking
changing
stupid. You don't understand our buff vision. You
Yeah,
did it
we're
wrong.
now gonna take literally like the next month. It was like, yeah, we're taking a step higher rank and above now for the actual stats instead of where we were, because people were heat rotting only at like, what was it, A minus or something. Now we're taking A's or whatever and up. Or wait, no, was it B plus and now they're doing A minus, or are they just doing A now?
The exact thing.
Either way, they moved it up because of that. Like the next month, I was just like, whoa, so good. Yeah. Now we got new suit speculation. So, what do we think the new suit is going to be?
Considering that we're doing clans for 500, people are still calling like grunt suits are like 500 something. Asians, of course, still gunning for the Gym 3 Bulldog to get thrown out.
Well, we got our raid and support in a double banner. We got a general. So either we're not going to see a support for a while. I can see another general. What? Honestly, at this point, what do we think would be a 500 general?
The Shiki MP. That way it has a shoulder cannon.
Do we think they're done with Moon for a while?
Nah. I think they'll still try to pull some good grunt suits from there.
So I'm looking right now. What suits do they have?
They just make the
that would
Bulldog a
look
pseudo
good?
support. That'd be hilarious.
Oh no. No.
Not a support at all. It's just another general.
Oh my gosh, if they do that again, it scares me every time I see something that I want to be a support. I'm like, is it going to be a general?
I don't disappoint me like this dude.
Is Emblem having
He's
issues?
looking at something. What are you doing? Hello?
Hold on. Tenda's Twitter has a potential like suit leak. Hold on.
Okay.
Really? I know they're doing that that event soon. They're doing another spectator thing with like JP personalities and stuff.
Okay, I see the Gigazam and I see the Gaza G. What is a Gaza G?
It's a Gaza Gundam. What do you? I don't know.
Okay, 10 to possible spoilers. What?
Is it in a picture? Is it a video?
Oh! It appears that there's a mobile suit hidden in this.
Oh,
What
it's
the hell
super
is this mobile
tiny.
suit?
I think it's the full custom.
Yeah. I think it's an actual suit that we have though.
It looks like the full custom. Like I think it, because I know she tends to do like
Yeah, like she's done posts like this
games
before.
on her Twitter. I think it's just one of those.
Yeah, it's just a full
Oh, okay.
custom. I got closer to it. It's
Yeah.
got the same pose and stuff.
Debated.
Yeah, because that's just a form of post that she puts out. Guess the mobile suit or whatever.
I'm gonna guess Gaza G as a general because I have no clue what that thing looks like in the other Gaza.
There's
version.
another Gaza that's like a prelude to
say
all the other
the,
ones that came out.
The full custom
From Repair.
icon is different than that image, though.
It might be the one that they use for the site instead of the one that they use in the game.
Well, I'm looking at the one on the site.
No, I mean, oh, are you? Okay.
Oh, apparently it's huge. Apparently the Gaza G is huge.
Okay.
Okay. Never mind.
I could still do it. They've already had to scale them. Masala and a couple other things, and we're just like, oh, they're big? Okay, they get to just be big.
We can get the Medusa Space Hama.
Does it just have like propellant legs or something?
There we go. Let's get the Zaku 4 at this point. That would be a good grunt.
Yeah.
500.
This is a really early bomb plant. What the fuck?
And then we get the raid version, which is the Zaku 4 S type. Or that's the support, since it has that giant axe that kind of looks like the same giant axe that the... No, I'm kidding.
That'd be amazing, though. I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, Zaku 4 would be kind of cool. What are those Zakus that had those weird, like... They're like beam rifles, or they have like a winch system on them, too? That were like stopgaps for the remnants?
What is that?
I forget what they're exactly called, but I don't want to say that they're Zaku 4s.
Chat gave me a zoomed in version of it. It's like a fucking pixely mess. So you
Yeah,
forgot the
just
enhanced part with the zoom, dude.
Yep. I zoomed for you. I did that too. Don't.
Enhance.
Clearly, the streamer's fingers are broken.
No, that's just zoom. Enhance, please.
You just wasn't zooming hard enough, lol.
Yeah, I want the Bulldog. That would be cool. I'm gonna be sad if that's a general somehow.
Did Asian go in your chat?
No, I'm looking at the suits. The Theta Plus would be an
Theta
awesome
still, yeah,
support.
still haven't touched on that. That still needs to...
See, I feel like the Theta Plus,
gigantic
the Bulldog,
mess of a suit
and
that thing is. Just a big blocky blob.
Rigazid. Rigazid.
Ah, okay.
That could also be a support. Like all three of those are pretty much the only suits other than the Zaku 4 look like potential support suits. I can see them all being supports.
It looks like the same as the portrait image. I'm gonna say it's the same thing.
Yeah, at the very least, I don't think it's anything new, so...
Yeah, it looks like it might be something old. Also, one of the comments on Twitter, the guy's profile picture is Fat Char. Oh, I love to see that guy. Best Char, don't at me, chat.
Seek John!
Any other suit ideas? And I guess, what do you think? Raid, general, or support? Let's call it that. I'm gonna say general. As much as I'd love to see a support.
I'm gonna since Maniac brought it up, my guess will be to appease the IBO fans, they'll release the Barbas. That's the four.
That's really the right
Zaku. They're like, you guys have been asking for this, right?
Right?
Space only.
So
It's a raid, of course.
You gotta return to Monk and actually become the pilot for it too.
It's a 150 raid. Have fun. Don't worry, we'll have maneuver armor.
It's gotta have like a commit stance that shoots like all the rifles on it too.
No, its only attack is to be heavy attack, and it just turns into fist and rocket punches at people. Ejects its whole body at people. Special skill explodes. That's gonna be the Doan Zaku whenever it comes out one day.
Oh
They gotta do it. They've got to do it for the movie, right?
Surely. And it's gotta have a heavy stagger on the punch and all, like a charging. Like they had the punch, right? They could just use it from the Striker Custom.
Oh wait, actually, you know what I just realized? I'm gonna say the Gaza G, or actually it could be something crazy. You know, because next week is gonna be the update before the actual ranked match.
Ranked match.
Wait. Never mind.
I mean clans.
Never mind. We're already. Never mind.
Because that would mean it would be 500, which is why I was saying.
Yeah, never mind. It is 500. Yeah, never mind. I was like, never mind.
I don't think we've done anything different, but Lunar New Year is coming up, right?
Yeah, it's actually already passed.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Sure.
So that's what I was.
Happy
That's what I was
Lunar
thinking.
New Year. That doesn't mean they wouldn't do anything belated, maybe, but like, I don't know if it would be super specific to that, or if they would just mention it in like the letter or some shit.
I think that's really what the new map was for, was to celebrate that.
Well, they also had to get the belated New Year's thing in the dev letter, like in general, not even the lunar one.
Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah. Oh well. Never mind. I'm derping. But yeah. I was just reading chat and I was like, thinking about the Gazaji. I saw a picture of it. I don't know actually the dimensions of it, but it looks like it would work. Just a very fat Gaza Sea is really what it looks like. I don't know if there's weapons hidden in its wings essentially, but the shoulders are huge. Shoulders look like it's carrying GBO2 like shields for shoulders. But yeah, any other guesses? If not, we can go ahead and start to wrap up if we want to do that. I'll take that as a no, and also stalling for the thing. Okay, cool. In that case, Gustav, you want to do some shoutouts?
Okie dokie. Gustav13, Gustav_X_I on most social media. Still doing GBO2 as our primary game on this channel, for better or worse. Still working through SRW30 as our secondary. Gonna be trying to do some front missions and stuff before we head on to the finale, and then see what the post game is gonna be like. And then from there, we'll probably be doing Judgment and Lost Judgment, just to get through that series, because it's been a long time coming, considering that we had all these other games come up in front of it. But,
they're fun.
Yeah, they're good. We'll be around. Still trying to do more stuff like quick impressions and whatnot for suits as I get them, since it's been really slow. Over on the YouTube channel, currently just doing the streams over on YouTube as well for the podcast itself. And besides that, check us out on TikTok and all the other good stuff. We'll be around for the weekend. Hopefully we'll have another clan match practice session. I actually forgot that we were doing a practice today along with the podcast. I was like, well, I guess I'm not gonna be there for this one.
I thought you've done practice during the podcast before, Gustav.
We did, but it's not a good idea.
Oh, I hear you.
Because at that point I'm like in this call, and I gotta pay attention to other stuff, especially since that mob crush thing went down earlier. Like, I wouldn't have noticed that if I was doing like practice.
Oops. But
What about you guys? Yeah, that's it.
Was that the transition? Got it. I'm Gaming
yeah.
Emblem.
Bad transition.
I stream at twitch.tv /Gaming Emblem. Got some semi-regular uploads on the YouTubes. Mostly just like stream rips of matches and stuff like that, from stuff like Pokemon Unite. I'm gonna probably put up some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. Which randomized the podcast I challenge you to a duel, and other things like that. But playing Yu-Gi-Oh, as you may not have noticed just now, on top of still finishing up Lost Judgment. I actually played a game called Monarch the other day. It's made by the Shin Megami Tensei team. The demo is out. Releases later on the 22nd. It's very edgy. It's kind of cool. But we play random JRPGs and stuff like that. Maybe Elden Ring. Pokemon Legends Arceus is coming out. I don't know. Games, video games. We play them. Gaming Emblem. Oh my god! Wow. Come check it out. How about you, Magnum?
And as always, everybody's stuff will be down in the description below. But I'm EG Magnum. I stream on Twitch, got a Twitter, Discord, YouTube channel, and other social media that I need to get work on doing that, as well as stuff like animated emotes and things. So I am slacking hard. But yes, it will be time to. I was gonna try to keep it going.
Oh my god.
It caused myself to laugh. But anyway, yeah, we'll be playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometime after this. Probably doing some dailies and let's see what else. Got Tarkov. Gonna do some Tarkov sometime because also finishing Monster Hunter Rise as much as I can finish. So probably won't finish it, but I'm gonna try to get as far as I can before Lost Ark hits on the 11th, which actually means I need to start playing it on the 8th. And Path of Exile has an update coming on Friday. So I just realized that. So, whoops. So, too many games and not enough time, actually. I've got way too many games and not enough time. So it's going to be fun. So, Path of Exile, Monster Hunter Rise, Tarkov, Yu-Gi-Oh! Now because I'm addicted to card games. And then I feel like, oh yeah, Gundam, of course. Gundam dailies and stuff just about every day that I can. As well as, yeah, a lot of playing it by ear, though. So we'll see schedule-wise right now. But anyway, that'll be it for this one, though, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know in the comments down below of what you thought about this episode and all that jazz. But anyway, guys, that'll be it for this one. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Peace.
Later.
That was it.
But yeah, anyway, there we go, marker. Whoop. But yeah, emblem. Give me a few minutes, and depending on how late you're gonna stay up, I can get you a duel and come back to do dailies or something.
The Shadowrun waits for no one, Magnum.
Okay, but
we can always take a rain check.
well, I mean, I'll do it here in a second, but I gotta put up probably like about a 10-minute timer on screen, and I'll be right back.
Ever aloof, our emblem.
So give me a minute though. I do have to go for a second, and check on something. But
I can just do some duels if I'm gonna play against you. So that works.
Okay. But yeah, if you're good, I'll try to get my dailies done, which I think I only need like one. But yeah, thanks for the podcast, guys. Good podcast and all and whatnot.
Have yourself a good night.
Yeah, I just got to get a win. So hopefully one game.
Oh god, never say that.
Yeah, Magnum, don't say that. We'll be playing
if I
all
don't,
night.
If I don't get a win in 2 games, I will.
That's not
just
true
hop on
either.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay. If I don't get a win in 2 games, I'll just hop on.
You know that's not true
is that
either.
fair, Emblem? Is that fair?
Oh wait, you're playing Battle Operation before it? Fuck, man.
I was gonna play.
I don't have
one.
Magnum, no one has all
hours,
fucking
dude.
year for this shit.
One game. One. Okay.
Either do it now or don't do it at all.
Timer.
Okay.
Timer
Fine.
and
Fine.
dueling me.
Okay. Fine. Then timer for the duel. Timer for the duel.
Not over here living on the channel, my guy.
There we go. Yeah, I just swapped the
12 a.m.
screen.
where you are. It's like 10 over here.
1 a.m.
Oh, my bad. There you go.
Well, 12:57, but close enough. Let's see. Where is that? Where is my snaz timer thing? Countdown is over. Whoop. By the way, thanks for that snaz program thing. Okay, 10 minutes. I'll be back. What?
Captured a beacon.
Hang on. Boom. Oh, whoops. There we go. That is.
All right, Magnum, I'll just switch to a normal voice channel so we can set Gustav free too.
Okay.
Later, Gustav.
Have a
Yeah,
good night, guys.
have a good one.
Go podcast.
Ooh, he's gonna do it. Oh, maybe not. actually just went in the water. He just he just fucking shagged that little bastard. I don't know if my actual other camera source is gonna be up. Ugh. God damn. Out of here. Okay, so it did go through. I do want to get out of this though, that way I can just kind of change it.
An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit. Your ally's been knocked out.
And it'll just re-hit the... If I can fucking find it.
An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
Or it'll just not cooperate. That too.
Good luck.
In fact, I think I might have killed things. Oh shit.
Your ally's been knocked out.
No, that still counted as him doing movement? Fuck.
You've taken some serious damage. Your ally's been knocked out.
God, that was a brutal match too. Holy shit. Oh my god. I'm just fucking stuck down here. That's unfortunate. So OBS has decided to freeze on me. I'm not really sure why. It's still running everything, but I also don't know how consistent that's gonna be. Like if I switch the source, is it actually going to behave itself? Looks like the answer is no. Alright, well, we'll just cut it off here. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. I'll try to cut this out so it's a little bit more consistent. And we'll see about this stuff tomorrow. We'll probably just be on the usual Twitch stuff. But yeah, I'll see you guys then.